Good evening, everyone. Get ready for a little more Kickoff football here. Week 8, it's going to be the Perry Lecompton Cause versus the Santa Fe Trail Chargers. We are on the road this evening down in just a little bit of the outskirts of Carbondale, I believe, gentlemen. Joining me tonight, as usual, it's the normal crew. We got Mark Armstrong with us down here in the corner, and Armin Landis right here in between us, right around the 50-yard line. Bill Culver is going to be running the camera tonight. Of course, Will Gantz is going to be doing all the technical support. So I think we're going to get underway here looking through this week's rundown. So let's go ahead and get started. Look at some scores from last week. And again, the game we had for you on USD 343 Media, Perry Lecompton 18, Topeka Hayden 46. Also in our district, Baldwin 28, Santa Fe Trail 37. Kind of a surprise, I think, Armin, Mark, some of us, we talked a little bit about maybe Baldwin having a little better shot at that one, but that wasn't the case.
No, and as Mark said earlier, and I'm taking his thunder here, but Baldwin threw a couple of passes that could have been touchdowns and would have made a difference in this ball game.
Absolutely. Another one in district, Bishop Ward 48, Osawatomie 0. Cyclones really coming on here in district play. Again, right now you're going to see the standings. It looks like it is a tie right now between the Cause and the Cyclones. Again, we have the head-to-head matchup on that one. Also in District 4, Rock Creek 21, Holton 41. If memory serves me correctly, that was the exact same score between those two teams last year. Holton coming out on top in that district. Sabetha 56, Jeff West 13, and the final matchup in District 4, Hiawatha 56, Royal Valley 0. Royal Valley yet to get in that win column yet.
Yeah, and that's a surprise to me. It's just a score, Hiawatha.
Yeah. Looking at District 1, to kind of keep up on the east side of the bracket, Galena, Parsons, Columbus, Caney Valley, that's really how those teams are locked in. You can see that the results this week are going to have no impact on that one. So Galena, your champion in District 1. District 2 is going to be Girard, Frontenac, Prairie View, Iola. Again, the top two teams, Frontenac and Girard, both 4-0, so they will play tonight to decide who is going to be the winner of that District 2 championship. District 3, district with the Cause, it's again Topeka Hayden, Bishop Ward, Perry Lecompton, Santa Fe Trail. We'll talk a little bit about what needs to happen for the Cause as we wrap things up, get a little closer to game time. District 4, the last district here in this east side of the bracket, Holton, Rock Creek, Sabetha, Hiawatha. You can see Holton and Rock Creek have that wrapped up in those spots 1 and 2. Sabetha, Hiawatha will play tonight, so they will determine who's going to come out in third place and in fourth for the playoff run coming at or starting next week. Some games we have around the area this week. Again, the game we have here for you tonight, the Cause and the Chargers. Topeka Hayden is going to be at Bishop Ward, Baldwin and Osawatomie, Jeff West at Holton, Rock Creek, Royal Valley, Hiawatha at Sabetha, and a couple of other really good matchups to keep an eye on that will decide districts in Class 3A. Frontenac at Girard, Wichita Collegiate and Andale, all those are undefeated teams, at least those last two. That should be a fun one to watch if any of you have access to that out there. All right, Santa Fe Trail Chargers here. You see their results for the season. Again, the Chargers come in with an overall record of 2-5. Their losses coming to Prairie View, Burlington, Anderson County, Bishop Ward, and Topeka Hayden. Wins coming against Osawatomie and last week against Baldwin. Now, gentlemen, as you watch some of the video this week, what did you pick up on the Chargers we're going to see tonight?
One of the things that I picked up on was just the fact that I thought last week that Santa Fe Trail looked like the same Santa Fe Trail we've seen in years past. They run the same offense, the wing tee. They have a couple of wrinkles in it, but by the same token, it's what we expect to see in past games, past years.
Yeah, I think too, the main point of their offense, their strength is the running game. And when they get it going, if you want to watch something interesting, it's always fun to watch the ball, obviously, but watch their linemen, watch the guards pull, they'll take you right to the play. And if they block it well, it goes a long way. So I'm a little bit nervous about that with their pulling guards and stuff. I think that's something we're going to have to watch. And defensively, they could run a 3-front, a 4-front, or a 5-front. And I think they'll do all three to confuse our young linemen, as we've got a bunch of people playing out of positions because of some injuries and things. So that's my take on Santa Fe Trail. I don't think they're world beaters, but our kids have got to play well tonight to beat them.
And I would just note, you look at comparative scores, and it'd be easy to say that, well, the Cause pretty good pretty good bet to wrap this up tonight. But you can throw all that out the books with Santa Fe Trail.
Yeah.
We've been playing them for years,
Yeah.
and they always play the Perry Lecompton cause well.
And as I've heard at least one or two of you say many times, these are teenagers. You
Yeah.
never really know what you're going to
That's right,
get from Friday night to Friday night. So, it should be a fun one. So let's look at those scenarios here. Again, win tonight against the Chargers. Again, that's going to get you a home game next week, and it's going to be the winner of that Sabetha-Hiawatha matchup. So if we get scores on that one, we'll be sure and pass that one along to you. You lose tonight, again, you're going to play on the road, and because Rock Creek has wrapped up the number 2 spot, you're going to go to Rock Creek again, which is where we went the first round last year to play a really good Rock Creek team. So it's going to be a fun night tonight to kind of see. Again, as mentioned, the Cause have something to play for tonight.
Yep.
It's always better to have a home game than it is to go on the road in the playoffs, especially round one.
And a couple of points we might want to make tonight. We've got a couple of injured players that will not be playing. Wes Monaghan, of course, is out with a shoulder injury, and he's probably lost for the season, which means we shuffle some people in on the offense and defensive line. And then the other one is Gunnar Ball, who is being held out precautionary with a mild concussion last week. So Reiki Tooley will get to start at the quarterback and the free safety tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how we fill in, how we play, and who steps up to play tonight, Armin.
Well, I think you're going to see I think you're going to see a little Paramore magic, though. In years past, when the Cause quarterback has gone down, he's been able to pull rabbit out of the hat every time.
Yep.
At Holton, at least once.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see what happens tonight.
Well, I think you could also add in that the Topeka Hayden playoff game 2 years ago. Quarterback went down in that one.
Yes,
Thad
that was the
Metcalf
other.
stepped in, and
Yep.
again, I think that was an overtime win for the Cause, and man, it was a thriller.
That
There's
was
no
about
doubt
as
about that.
exciting a game as we've seen at Perry Compton in the modern era, so to speak. So it was awesome.
So I agree. Now, again, you talked a little bit about those new players stepping in. So do you expect that offense to change at all for the Cause? I mean, are you going to think maybe different wrinkles? You think Coach Paramore is going to line up? We may have different bodies in different spots, but we're going to line up and we're going to run our game and play our game.
Well,
What are you thinking?
You worked for Coach Paramore for a number of years. What do you think?
He's not going to upset the apple cart too much. He
Okay.
might throw in a wrinkle here and there, but not too much. I think he's going to give the young kids plenty of opportunities to do what they do best. That would be my opinion, Armin.
And I would say also that in line with that, he's going to keep it a little simpler. You just don't add new stuff out there and put a new quarterback into a position of having to come up with things that nobody's done before.
And I would reiterate this, too. It all starts up front.
Yes.
If the big kids up front, if the Hogs, as we used to call them, start doing some things up front, we'll be fine. But if we aren't blocking well and picking up stunts, and they do bring some stunts, we're going to have a long night on offense, I'm afraid.
Could be.
So first quarter could tell us a lot
That's
here
right.
this evening.
That's right. We'll take a look. It won't be long.
All right, let's see what kind of crystal ball you have there. All right, we're going to take a little break here and come back to the start of this one. Hopefully catch the national anthem, and it will not be long, and it'll be kickoff time. We'll be back after this. The USD Live Media Stream is brought to you by Ham Company, a strong employer in Jefferson County for over 75 years, providing service in waste management, asphalt, road construction, and quarries. And McRae Lumber, with 2 convenient locations in Topeka and Lawrence. Be sure to call R.J. Brown at the Lawrence location or Travis Daniels at the Topeka location for all of your home improvement needs. And First State Bank and Trust, your local full-service bank with hometown pride. Let their friendly staff help you with loans, savings, and checking. And Crown Toyota. Whether you're looking for a new or used Toyota car, truck, or SUV, you'll find it at Crown Toyota in Lawrence. Contact the experienced staff at Crown Toyota and set up your test drive today. All right, band marching off the field here right now. Again, it is a beautiful evening for football here in Santa Fe Trail. You know, one thing we talked about earlier on was Santa Fe Trail and always being a good matchup for the cause and kind of a rivalry. One thing that maybe both of you could speak on a little bit. I remember first coming here. Again, it was the Kaw Valley League at that time. Santa Fe Trail was in the same league with the cause, and then there was a transition to the Big Seven. And Santa Fe Trail made that transition as well, probably for about 3, maybe 4 years until.
It wasn't long, yeah.
Yeah, they made the move, and then I think went to that Frontier or whatever league that is, going a little bit further here to the south. So, Mark, what about the? Because if I remember right, wasn't it called Trail Week?
Yeah, we called it Trail Week, and it was a big thing. Coach Paramore made it a big thing, and Armin, you can speak to that too in your tenure as a coach. But I remember one of my jobs was to make the poster, and I put the poster of the scores of like the last 10 or 12 years or whatever it was, and put it up on the locker room door, and made sure the kids knew what had happened the previous 5 or 6 or 10 years or whatever, and it became a big deal. Well, Armin, you too, I suppose.
I would just note that when I was coaching, one of the really best high school football coaches in the state, Bob Von Stein, was here, and in fact, this is field now is named Von Stein Field, and there's a reason for that. And honestly, it was a war every single time we played. Never anybody ran away with that game. It was good to the end. So, yeah, it made a difference. It was something you look forward to every year.
I like it. Again, we mentioned being outside here. This is one of the few games we've actually got to set up in our visiting crowd bleacher here. We did that a couple times last year. Actually, 3. I think we did a couple times at Topeka Hayden. We were able to set up camp because there wasn't enough room in the press box at Hayden. And also at Rock Creek, we had a beautiful evening out there. Beautiful. Actually set outside on top of the press box. So tonight, we're set up here on the visitors field, which is on the south side of the field. And again, when we got here, first thing we heard was, hey, we don't have any electricity on that side of the field for you. All right, we got Will Gantz. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
So what we do, we hook up the generator, we fire things up, and yes, we do have electricity on this side of the field.
There we go. And I will note that it may be a beautiful night tonight, but just like every game we've ever played down here, as you said earlier, JB, the wind is blowing.
Yeah.
There is nothing to stop it, and so it's a little bit chilly.
Yeah.
Going to be anyway.
Well, in the coin toss, some of you may have seen as we were talking, Santa Fe Trail won. They deferred to the second half, so the cause will return. And actually, it's kind of unfortunate tonight. I always like to play defense first to get the little nerves out, but now we've got a bunch of young kids are going to play offense against a defense we aren't sure what they're going to do. And if I were them, I'd bring the house the first couple of plays and just rock the world.
See what Riley can do with it.
That's right. That's right. So it's a good challenge for the cause tonight. Some young kids, some new kids getting a chance to step up and let her roll and do their best and get these cause back on the winning track again.
All right, and Mark, as you mentioned, it is kickoff time. Again, back deep for the cause, trying to get a couple numbers here. Looks like that's number 10. That's Ty Williams, also number 34, Riken Rush. Kicking off for the Chargers is number 81. That's Blake Busey. And here's Busey's kick. Nice kick, going to be fielded right around the 20-yard line by Williams. He's going to field it cleanly, looking to get to the sideline. Now back to the middle, taken down. No, he's not. Busey can't wrap him up.
Boy.
Williams gets away, takes the ball across the 35. So a nice piece of running there.
That's real
by number
good.
10.
Great effort.
Nice start. Yeah, that's a little bit of elusiveness that we haven't seen for a while. Nice job by Ty. Let's see if the cause can get going on offense here.
All right, again, ball going to be setting right at the 39.
Looks like Monroe and is that Lechner on this side?
Yes, Lechner.
And Pringle is back this week. Good to see him. He's playing at right tackle, it looks like, over there. And again, here's your 1st and 10 for the cause. Yeah, we got a flag quickly. I think that's going to be a
penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, but they came out in a 4-man line. I did recognize that at least, but the calls weren't quite set, I think, is what the deal was.
Not sure what he's calling here.
It might be I don't know.
Not exactly what we needed to start out with, a 5-yard penalty. I'm not sure what.
Conklin's coming in, the center.
Nice.
What did he have?
Maybe
not the right equipment or what?
I don't know. They're not talking to him, so.
May have been a mouthpiece, perhaps.
So no penalty, or they aren't marking anything off. So
no, they just took him off the field to get the mouthpiece taken care of. So he'll have to come out for one play. I think he'll be able to go right back in. All right, so hey, let's try this again. 1st and 10. 2 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left for the toss. Thule takes a snap, a little high snap, gives it to Reich and Rush. Rush breaks one up the middle. Nice run for him. Way to start out the game, picking up 8 yards.
Well, you like to see that right off the bat, especially after a little bit of a mix-up on the beginning here. Good job, Reich and Rush. Good job, line.
It looks like the line just kind of moved him half a step, and there's a nice seam there.
All right, 2nd down and 2 coming up. Again, same formation for the toss. Good snap this time. Give to Reich and Rush again. This time Rush is going to be stacked up. Short gain on that. We'll call it maybe half a yard.
Well, this will be the first serious 3rd down conversion we're looking at, fellas. This is a kind of a big one. At midfield, it'd be nice to get the ball on that side of the field and keep driving in. So we'll see if the offense can crank it up here.
All right, this time Thule lines up all alone in the backfield, so 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Here's a snap. Thule going to look to throw quickly out in the flat. Pass complete. Number 32, that's Jackson Payne hauling that reception in.
And that's money every time if we want to throw it. That's a good job.
That's great confidence builder, too, for Reich starting at his first time at quarterback this year. So good to see that first one in the books. Way to go, Cause.
Well, you know, it's one of those things, when you can unload the ball very quickly, you got a real good chance of completing it if you throw, and he does throw well.
Reich and Rush lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Ty Williams going in motion. Give to Reich and Rush up the middle, little misdirection there off of that fake to the jet sweep. Nice pickup on 1st down, 4 yards.
That's an offensive play you want to have every time.
And I'll tell you, he was slowed down from the backside. He was grabbed by that their left side defensive tackle, our right side defensive tackle, as we look at it. Otherwise, he'd have been going.
Now we got the three down.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Thule going to look to throw. Pump fakes, rolls to his left, has some pressure. Face mask and taken down, and I think flags coming all over. They saw the same thing I did.
I would say they all saw the same thing, yes.
Well, they bailed us out. Their defense didn't have to do that. We were in trouble. So we catch a break. That's a good start.
That may be a big one.
Yeah.
Personal foul, face mask is the call.
That is a big one, 15 yards.
That is. They'll take it down.
Wasn't just an accident.
Right,
it was grab and pull.
And that's a serious mistake. You just don't do that.
4 down territory. That's what we like.
Yep. All right, 1st and 10, ball setting at the 30. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Kale Gorski to the bottom of the screen. Thule throwing quickly out the flat pass, complete to number 10, Ty Williams. Williams going to pick up 3 to 4 on that, depending on the spot.
And Mark, you were right. That's another 3 front this time.
Yep.
Last time 3 front, 4 the first couple of downs.
Now we have a flag.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, looks like they're talking to our kids. Who knows?
Well, we prefer that. Depends on what kind of talking to.
Yeah, I think we're going to
Personal
walk
foul.
backwards, yep.
Unsportsmanlike conduct? Is that what that was?
On the sideline? Coach, I
On
didn't
them?
see that one.
Well, I was going to say, you're talking to us. You're talking to my captain, hopefully. So,
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to Jackson out there. I don't know.
Is that what they should? Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
It's unsportsmanlike conduct. That could have been on the sideline.
Well, the
You
cause
never know.
starting to threaten here. First down and what are we on, a 13?
That's what we'll call 13. And
Okay.
again, 30 yards and penalties real quick here against the Chargers. Here's a snap. This one's going to be direct snap. Thule's going to take it head. So he's going to pick up a few yards there on the keeper.
You know, that's uncharacteristic of the Santa Fe Trail Chargers, or at least has been in the past. Mistakes like those 2 penalties.
Well, I'll tell you, this is an important drive, Armin. So far, it's been looking good. If we can punch it in there, I'll feel pretty good, and I think the cause will too.
And the cause got to feel a little pressure. That when you're given this kind of opportunity, you have to take advantage of it.
Yep.
All right,
You got it,
2nd
bud.
down play coming up. Thule checks the defense. Getting quick throw at time a little bit out in front on the slant play, looking to Jackson Payne out there.
Oh, that looked good. I thought they had him.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Just off target.
Yeah.
Slichter on the defense.
Actually, I followed Riken to begin with. I thought he had the ball, and then I looked up, and the slant, well, that was there.
Were you surprised he threw the ball, Mark?
I was.
I was too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, 3rd down, and we'll call it 7. Thule, little option play, pitches out to Riken Rush.
He's in
and
there.
A nice
He's
pitch.
in.
Rush takes it in for the first touchdown of the game. Cause are on the board.
And I'll tell you, fellas, that's big. That is big for our mental state right now.
It is. It's pretty important. Not only that, I'm impressed with the way they ran that option.
Yeah.
I mean, that looked good. That looked the way Coach drove it up.
Nicely done by the Cause. They take an early 6-0 lead. Let's hope we can pop this one in for a 7-point lead.
Last week it was the snap a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get things cleaned up here a little. Good
That was
snap.
a good snap.
Kick is up and booms it through.
I think that happens. If you got a good snap and a good hold, you're going to see a kick like that.
Well, I'll tell you, kudos to the offense.
Yes.
Coming out under a little bit of pressure. The offensive line is all jumbled up because of a couple of injuries. A new quarterback, that would be the last thing I'd want to do is start on offense. But the Cause really responded well, Armin.
You're right down the line. That's what you want to see, and everybody can walk away from there as a Cause thinking this is a good beginning to this game.
Yes. Now let's hope the defense can come out and do the same thing. Shut the offense down for Santa Fe Trail.
And those of you looking on the screen, you got to see that replay right there. Just finish up that nice play, that pitch from Thule to Rush. Little option left, as they say.
That's a nice thing to have in our arsenal. Now, they haven't seen that too much this year, and what they have seen hasn't been awfully successful. So it's something else for the defensive coordinator now to worry about.
Well, I think our defensive coordinator is probably still worrying about some of the same things we worried about all season long, and we'll see what happens tonight.
All right, here we go. Excuse me.
All right, and here's the kickoff for the Cause.
Nice kick.
Yeah,
nice kick.
Travel down.
It's going to
and
be
touched
It's
inside
touched.
the 5. And Cause have a shot here to pin the Chargers pretty good.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Boy, Easton got a hold of that one. He split the two backs back there, and they just both kind of looked at it.
I wouldn't call that wind-aided exactly either. He really got that puppy.
Did a nice job. Nice job by the coverage team to put them,
bet.
where are they at, about the 17, JB?
Yeah, 16-17, looking over the screen here.
Tell you, this is one of those teams that you really have to do your defensive job. You can't, especially if you're on the backside, the play's going away. It may still be coming at you. Get ready.
They're going to get some lessons on staying home.
And again, this offense kind of similar to what we saw last week against Hayden. It's a fullback lined up behind the quarterback and a wing back that goes in motion. And straight ahead goes that motion back.
You got a chunk.
Yeah, nice surge by their offensive line.
There's a hole there, and you found it. And that's what I think we're going to see a steady dose of tonight. Just run, and they can throw too. They've got a pretty decent quarterback. And
well, after last week's performance by the defensive secondary, I'd be surprised if they don't try that a couple of times.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 receivers left. That wing back to the right side for the Chargers. Going to look to throw. Here you go, Armin. This is what you're going to see. Pass down the middle. That pass intended for number 2.
And
Beckerfield overthrown.
He was there.
he was wide open.
All they had to do was hit him, and the difference was that wasn't a dying duck that he was running underneath. He threw that thing like he meant to throw it. Very good throw.
And Reike's got to learn. He's playing safety now for the first time this year. That when they've got 2 receivers over there, he's got to get over there and cover that inside seam, and that's what was wide open. That was a well-designed play. And they'll have another one. They'll do a little counter pass. You watch.
And they also have a halfback pass that they can set you up on.
Reike, see how Reike's not over to his right far enough.
3rd down and 4, looking to throw again. The Charger quarterback overthrown, picked off. Jackson Payne has it on the far side. Hain returns it for a short gain. Flag coming in the backfield may have a hold or an illegal block. So
I would guess you're exactly right.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a big play by Jackson Payne, and if it holds up, it'll give us great field position. Looks like we're going to have it. It's just a matter of who the penalty is on after the possession.
Yeah, penalty is on us.
Offensive pass interference? Is that what I?
No.
Well, it's in the backfield, so it's. I'm not sure what they're doing. We have our defense out there, so I'm not sure what it was. Did anybody see the call?
I didn't. I thought we had our offense out there.
Oh, we do.
I thought it was
there we go.
a block in the back on the cause, which took them back 10 yards. That would fit what they marched off.
I would have thought.
Here's a replay here if you want to see it on your screen.
Cause will take over on the Chargers.
And I looked for the possible penalty. I didn't see it.
I don't know. I didn't see either. Well, there's a great opportunity for the Cause to put a nail in the coffin right now.
All right, 7:44 remaining here in this first quarter. Cause with the ball at the Charger 33, so great field position. Little fake, no give to Reich and Rush, looking for some room on this corner, and nothing there but blue shirts.
Didn't get much, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They know that Reichen's got speed, Armin, and I think we've got to use that.
Yeah, we just didn't get it done that time.
Yep.
That'll bring up second down and 11 for the Cause.
Loss of 1 on first down. And here's your second down play. Thule going to look to throw, has some pressure, steps up, and the Charger defense going to get to him, throw him for a loss here. So a sack on second down.
They brought some linebackers, like we were talking about earlier. We didn't do a very good job of picking them up. I think they just outnumbered us up front.
That'll bring up third down and long for the Cause.
So definitely 2 down territory if you want it. So third down and 13. Don't have to get this all here on third down.
Yeah.
No, you don't. In fact, try for less and hope for more.
Yep.
3 receivers left. 1 to the right. Thule going to air it
Oh,
out. Little fade pattern down to Cale Gorski. And good coverage that time by the Charger defensive back. Incomplete on third down.
Talon long on the deflection for the Chargers.
Well, decision time. Looks like the coaches have already had that figured out. They're going to go for it anyway.
That'll bring up fourth down and long for the Cause.
Let's see what they pull out of the hat here.
All right, so it's going to be Jackson Payne and Ty Williams to the right side, Cale Gorski to the left, Reich and Rush in the backfield with Thule. Here's a snap, high snap. Thule gets a hold of it, looking, has some time. He's going to take off up the middle. He's got some room. Thule still on his feet on the right sideline, takes it just right at the 20. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a sophomore making a smart play. He didn't throw it.
He did. He made a good decision. He looked downfield, and I guess it's probably a good decision when you look downfield and there's no blue shirts in front of you.
Yep. And he has some speed.
Yes.
He got down there quickly. Nice job.
And here's a
replay, yeah.
Maybe that was a replay.
Oh, we missed it. I missed it.
Yeah, we got to watch that monitor.
Too much talking.
All right, first and 10. Thule gives Reich and Rush behind the left side of the offensive line.
Cause trying to pound it up inside, establish that running game, which I think is wise.
Matthew Coltrane on the stop.
Offensive line doing a pretty good job, Armin.
Yeah, well, that time, let's face it, you get 5 yards, that's a good play.
Yeah.
Anytime, especially on first down.
Yeah.
It makes such a big difference.
It does indeed.
It changes all your possible calls for the second and third downs.
Number 24, Zane Richter, will line up at that H-back, that tight end on the left side. Rush to the left of Thule. Motion is Ty Williams. High snap. Thule's going to keep it.
Thule on the keeper up the middle.
Again, that was could have been a dangerous play there.
Yeah, and you know, it's a shame, too, because if that snaps down a little bit lower, Thule got a pretty good start, but he you know, it takes him out of his rhythm, and it gives the defense a chance to latch on, and that's what they did. Hard to read the line when You're just looking at the ball. Yeah.
Loss of 1, third down play for Perry Lecompton. Tooley's going to look to throw, pumps it, zips it over the middle to in and out of the hands.
Cale
Gorski.
Gorski is typically a sure-handed athlete, but boy, that one just slipped right out.
Well, I tell you, though, he may have been looking change up and got fastball on that one because that ball was zipped by Tooley.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Here we go, another big down.
Charger fans, make some noise.
There's that replay if you want to see it real fast. You're seeing now. All right, fourth down play. Tooley going to look to throw. Pressure coming, steps up, goes to his left, still on his feet, working ahead. He's going to come up maybe a little short on that one.
Yep, he will be.
Almost got there, though. It was a good effort. Just about a half-yard short. So the Cause give it up on fourth down, and Trail starts down in deep in their own territory at about the 10. So let's see if the Cause defense can come up with another big play. But I think what I haven't liked so far is they've got the twin receivers out there. We have not covered that slot receiver very well. He's been open several times.
That's that seam route. You call that when you take it straight up the field. So then that's what they're going to show again. Two receivers to the left.
Yeah, Reiche's finally adjusted a little bit there.
Yep. Motion going across to give to the fullback.
Nice job.
Sacked up. Good job by the defensive line and linebackers for the Cause.
Ty Williams stood his ground right there and saw it coming, and boom, he was in there before that kid had even a step or two. Nice job by the defense.
Brings up second down and 9 for the Chargers.
I would almost imagine they may throw this ball.
I think I know where they're going. They got two plays.
That's right.
The scene that they ran a little counter.
All right,
they're
going to look to throw, looking at that seam. Quarterback has some pressure, look around, heaves it in the air. That ball is hanging and will float out of bounds, incomplete.
That's one of those balls that just he didn't probably mean to throw it even. Who knows?
Looks like Jesse Herman in there on the pressure. He almost had that quarterback sacked in the end zone, fellas. That was pretty close.
Yeah, I like a 2-point play.
Yeah, it'll come in handy. So here we go, another big play. It's 3rd and 9.
Yeah. I think the down marker says second, but now he's going to change that to third, which is what it should be. Getting ball setting right at the 13-yard line of the Chargers.
Well, you're right now, Mark. This is a critical down over on that other side.
And the Charger quarterback drops back, look to throw. Screen underneath, bobbled once, but picked up.
Oh, tackle.
Still on his feet. How close did he get, Mark?
Close. Where they mark it, he's got the first down, I think.
I think he does, too.
Yeah. That was too bad. I thought they had him stopped. He just plowed forward a little bit. First down.
That was a nice-looking play, pretty well designed.
Wide receiver screen.
Take everybody deep, bring the
screen.
outside guy underneath.
Yep, you bring the pass behind the line of scrimmage, and the offensive lineman can go downfield, and that's exactly what they did.
Screen really works well against an aggressive defensive team, and I think the Cause can be described as that.
Yep.
And Edwards, number 4, the sophomore quarterback for the Chargers. 2 receivers left again. Wing back motion coming this way is Berkerfeldt. Give to Berkerfeldt on the left side. Has some room.
And that's what we expected more of, I think.
Yeah, that was a nice design play. They got the edge on us, and they had a lead blocker out there and back with a full head of steam.
And after 7 or 8 yards.
After you get used to seeing that a few times, then they bring in that double handoff reverse.
You have to be disciplined on defense here.
Yeah, see, they really had the corner turned there.
Yeah.
Wing back to the right, offset back to the left side, turn, give to the fullback up the middle, number 35.
He's their leading.
He's
their leading rusher this year.
Yeah, that was 10 yards and a lot of thunder, I think. It was a nice job. Nice design right up the middle. So some good blocking by the Santa Fe Trail offensive line. Cause got to find an answer here. Don't want to let them get running down on the other end of the field.
You mentioned leading rusher, that Colton Worthen. He's also just a sophomore. So the quarterback and the leading rusher are sophomores. So they got a pretty strong class there, it looks like. Wing back to the right. Worthen set behind. Quick pitch out to Berkerfield, left side. Berkerfield fights ahead, picks up about 4 yards on first down.
Toss to Berkefeld on the near side, brought down by Braden Schmeiser.
Actually, I think the Cause were fortunate to make that tackle and stop him from not a bigger gain,
Yes.
Armin. Yeah, that's a tough play to stop.
They've run 3 really nice plays in a row.
Yep.
That will bring up second down and 6.
You know, if you're looking at your picture, I guess you can't quite see it on there, but looks like it's misty and cloudy around here, but there's no fog. It's just somebody harvesting their corn next door.
Little field dust.
It's
yeah.
dirt.
Little field dust,
Yep.
yes.
Dust bowl here. 2 receivers right side, wing back to left. Wing comes in motion, now spins back, fullback Worthen up the middle. And somebody had him by the shirt tail and held on long enough for the rest of the Cause to clean up the tackle.
I think that was Pringle.
I really
it was.
like that
Walker Pringle.
that play offensively because the man in motion just turned up in the hole, and you get a good block there, and my gosh, the guy can go. So Cause get a nice job of hanging on. So,
And I was wrong. That was Powell, 79.
Freshman Powell coming out, 62 Monroe
He
going
did a heck
in.
of a job of that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
well, the Chargers may be in 4-down territory already too at midfield. So,
Well, I think they might.
yeah,
And after their recent success, you know, they
big play here.
Yeah. All right, third down play. Berkerfield in motion, a give to Berkerfield.
Oh, nice
And he's
penetration.
gonna be
Great
picked
job.
up. Who was that on the outside?
Jesse
22.
Herman.
Jesse Herman.
Jesse Herman made the play of the night so far. Well, second play of the night. We had an
Yeah.
interception earlier, and that took him completely out of 4-down territory. They will have to
Yeah.
punt now. That was a great play.
I will point out, though, that in days past, this is a real dangerous kind of a play to face the Santa Fe Trail Chargers. They are very well known for setting up a return.
Yeah.
So.
All right, back deep for the Cause. That's going to be, I think that's number 1, Cale Gorski.
End of the quarter.
Yeah.
So we're
All
gonna.
right, we'll take a break here as well. We'll be back to start of quarter number 2 shortly.
When severe weather knocks you down, Shelter Insurance is there to help pick you up. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
All right, so we've switched directions here. So the Chargers now are going to be going from right to left on the screen. And again, it is going to be a punt formation here for the Santa Fe Trail Chargers. Back deep for the Cause, number 1, Cale Gorski.
And I agree with Armin. You never count out like a fake on something like this. Just strange things happen down here.
Who's back there? You get the number of the punter there. And Cause are going to back. It's going to be
Hunter, I think it's a 73.
I haven't seen him turn sideways yet to get the number. That's what
I
was
know
looking
a
for.
couple of games it was 73, but this doesn't look like 73. Yeah, maybe it is. 70-something.
Oh, it's a penalty on trail for something.
Yeah, so they'll back up 5 more.
If that's 73, that would be Bauman. It
Okay.
is. Thomas Bauman, senior.
Cause not expecting a deep punt here, with Gorski sitting up at about the 35.
Yeah, the bad part about that is the coverage can get down pretty quickly, so all they have to do is make the catch. Officials finally getting the ball back from the punt that rolled out of bounds on the opposite side almost.
All right, let's try it again. And here's a snap, good snap to the punter. And punt is going to be blocked partially, or
Oh
my
my.
goodness.
It was off their player, I
Yep.
believe. Doesn't matter.
The Cause catch another break.
Yeah,
look at that. Let's take advantage of it. Let's go. Let's put it in the end zone.
Actually, it'd be pretty important this time.
Yeah.
I really do believe you're right, Mark.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You get the ball a second time in a row in their territory deep. You want to do something with it.
Yep. So let's see if the Cause can put her in the end zone here really quickly.
Well, I tell you what, last 2 times they've had the ball, you can't complain about field position. They started at the Chargers 33 and now at the Chargers 24.
Yep. Let's go Cause.
All right, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Good snap to Thule that time, puts it in the air, has a man just a little behind him. That was intended for Reich and Rush.
And he knows it.
I'm sorry, that's 24. That was 24.
That was Warren?
That's Warren.
Yeah.
He was wide open, and Reich knows it. He just
Rector,
missed him.
Rector, sorry.
He just missed him.
Warren's 29.
Yeah.
But I like the play. That's a great play.
Come back to that one again.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, 2nd and 10. Rush to the left of Thule this time. Good snap, give to Reich and Rush, going to the right side.
Oh, nice.
Running hard.
He was running hard. He was.
I
You're
like
right.
to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to cut right up in there. They did a nice job of blocking up front on the initial line.
There's your replay there. Good hard run by Reich and Rush.
For the Cause.
We'll call it a gain of 6, 4 yards to go.
2 downs to get it. We're not going to punt or kick a field goal from this spot, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
Just go get it, boys.
Two receivers to the left to give Reich and Rush again, going left this
I think
time.
he's got it, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
boy.
Pushes ahead, got the first down there.
You know, that was another high snap, though. That's one of those things that can really take you out of your rhythm.
Wyken can be so fun to watch. He's a little jitterbug out there with speed. And he's coming out with a little bit of an injury here. I wonder what the problem is. Maybe a little stinger on his wrist or something.
So 22, Jesse Herman goes in.
Elbow.
The locomotive. Let's go run him over, Jesse.
1st and 10. Actually looks like the Cause can get a first down without scoring, but it's going to be by a football maybe. Give to Jesse Herman.
Oh, they just caught him by the ankle. Just by the ankle.
Rush on the carry, stacked up at the line of scrimmage by Matt Coltrane.
Actually, Herman on the carry.
Herman, yep. Jesse, the junior.
See what we got here. It's going to be Gorski, number 1, and number 10, Williams to the left. Right is Jackson Payne, number 32, all alone here in man-to-man coverage. Here's a snap to Thule, going to look to throw, looking at the slant. Now he's going to go to the left side, still has a man. Now looking back across, dangerous pass there across the grain. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was a dangerous pass.
Yep.
You know, one thing that Gunner Ball is pretty good at is running to his left and still throwing with his right hand.
Yeah.
That's a tough pass to throw.
Well, 3rd down. Got some pressure on the Cause here to put it in the end zone. Come on, boys.
Everybody got 3rd down and
Well, as JB said earlier, you don't have to get it all at one time, but it'd be nice to get 4 or 5 here.
Yep.
All right, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Thule gets a good snap, looks to throw, going to Gorski in the corner of the end zone. Gorski up and incomplete.
pass over the outstretched hands of
Did he drop it or just didn't have it? I didn't see it.
I couldn't really see it from this angle, Mark. I'm sorry.
It was kind of high for him, but I thought maybe he touched it. I thought he grabbed it.
Well, one more play. The Chargers are kind of dodging a bullet here.
Boy,
This
they
first
are.
half.
Dodged
We've had
one
a-
already.
Yeah, we've had a couple of times here we could get it in the end zone. This is important.
Charger fans, make some noise.
All right, let's see what you got. 4th and 10. Chargers showing pressure, coming up the middle. Thule rolls to the left, flips it ahead, has a man. Gorski complete, and he is in for the
Yes,
touchdown.
he is. There you go.
Nice pass, nice
Good
catch,
job,
Harlan.
yes. Very well executed. That's what you called.
Yep. Well, you go to your hot receiver, although we had other receivers open, but he was more open, I guess. So Reich did a nice job of drilling it right in there. Good job by the offense.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, take advantage of some mistakes by Santa Fe Trail, make them pay.
Easton Elliott lines up for the extra point.
All right, point after coming up here. 40, Dakota Blake will be holding the extra point. High snap. Dakota gets it down, just nowhere to go there on that one.
I tell you, high snaps have been the bane of this offensive team tonight, though.
Extra point is no good.
Man.
After the touchdown, the Cause lead by 13.
Well, we put it in the end zone. I guess that's better than not putting it in the end zone. Would have liked the exclamation point on it, Armin. But so far, what do you think of the Cause tonight?
Well, I think, frankly, this is a little different team than we saw last week. We weren't very successful last week, especially later in the game. But this team looks like they're out doing their business as usual for the most part, but they're executing pretty well. I like Reike. Reike's making some decent decisions. The only thing we got to do is get the snap down and give our offensive players a chance to run the ball or throw the ball or whatever they have.
And JB, you made a comment about the defense also being aggressive tonight, and I think that's what the Cause have become known for.
Again, we saw 2 weeks ago when we played down at Osawatomie, probably the most aggressive night I've seen with that defensive unit. Last week we saw flashes of it, just not quite consistent enough, especially in some of the pass coverage. And I think, again, tonight they're showing that. So
a lot of confidence. That's what it's all about with these young football players.
All right, getting set for the kickoff. It's going to be Easton Elliott kicking this one off. 2 deep backs for the Chargers. And here's the kick.
Offside.
Yeah. Wow.
Offside on
us.
SFT? No, he was pointing at Santa Fe. Oh, okay.
On us.
He pointed at maybe the other official.
Sometimes it's a little thing.
I mean, that's the only guy who could really call it right there.
Yeah.
Moves it back 5 to the college distance for kickoffs here at the 35.
Well, we got to have good coverage on this. Otherwise they're going to have some pretty decent field position here.
Well, they used to like kickoff returns and punt returns. So
back deep, I'm looking, trying to get numbers. I think if it's typical, it's 26 Duncan and 2 Beckerfield, but I'm not sure on
that's
this
what I have seen, but you're right.
Here's the kick. Line drive kick going to be bouncing once and then picked up by number 10 going to the right side. Has a chance. Good tackle, number 50. And we get a number 50.
Is that shot 50? Braden Smells.
No, it's Parker Schmidt, I think.
Oh, is that Parker?
I think
that is. You're right.
We made a change in
Parker
numbers
Schmidt is wearing 50 tonight. Correct. My mistake.
So, nice tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, by the way, there's a lot of open ground out there.
Yeah, speaking of that, let's give a little credit there. Parker Schmidt. It's typically not his position because of being short. Parker steps in and learns a new position this week. And Coaches love that, don't they?
On the offensive line, yeah. That's right. So here comes the defense. Let's see if we can shut them down again. Come on, boys.
22-yard line.
9:44 remaining here in the half. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. See what they can do here on their 3rd drive.
Pass.
Going to look to throw. Has a man down the middle, throwing it deep. And in and out of the hands, that he was open.
We've got
our safety. I don't know why he drifted to the far side with one receiver. We don't need double coverage. He needed to stay in the middle, and I think that's something that we need to get straight to. They're going to come back and hit that on us.
Yep. Well, I'll be honest with you. The passes from Santa Fe Trail quarterback have been close. He's had a couple that are right on there, and the receiver didn't get them. But most of the mistakes are the quarterback just been off target.
Yep.
If he's on target, we could have a problem.
Yep.
2nd and 10 play for the Chargers.
Yeah. Here it is.
Inel option player going to the right side. Has plenty of room. That's 30. Hook. Hook takes the ball out of bounds after a nice gain around the 45. So picks up about 22 on that.
Yeah, Rocky Thule was over there as safety and got him.
Yeah, that's about the longest play they've had tonight, too, by far.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
There's your replay right now you just looked at. I keep forgetting about looking over at that replay. Nice to have that.
Well, you got to point it at Mark and I. You need to point it where you can see it.
Another 1st and 10 for Santa Fe Trail. Motion coming this side. Give to the fullback up the middle.
Hand off to Worthen up the middle.
Wharton picks up some nice yards. We'll call it about 6. on first down.
Nothing special about that either. It's just right up the gut.
We had a defensive lineman by Walker Pringle right in the backfield. I think it was Pringle, or was that 79, the freshman Powell? I'm sorry. It kind of ran right by him. He's got to understand when you break that line of scrimmage, there's a reason it's so easy.
Yeah.
They ran behind you is what it amounts to.
It's something you learn over the course of time. But
So 2 pretty good plays here by the Santa Fe Trail offense. See if the Cause can shut them down.
Wharton again lining up behind the quarterback, and that fullback motion coming. Give to Wharton, fullback up the middle, grinding ahead, picks up 4, close to a first down.
Worthing brought down by Cameron Powell.
3.5. He's going to be a half-yard short, fellas.
Brings up 3rd down and short for the Chargers.
Jeremiah Monroe comes in, giving Powell a little bit of a break. Jeremiah, no little fella out there either.
All right, 3rd down. See what the Chargers come up with. 2 backs in the backfield. Straight ahead, quarterback going to look to keep that.
Yeah.
Slides ahead. That should be good enough.
Pushes forward for
yeah,
Chargers.
it is.
Picks up 1.
Not by a lot.
Yeah, Chargers with 2 first downs in a row here on mounting a nice little drive of themselves. So time for the Cause to stiffen up a little bit. Don't want to let them sniff that goal line with 7:55 left in the second quarter.
Well, this is a good place to stop them then, Mark.
That would be correct, Armin.
This offensive set has a wing back to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. Going to look to throw here, looking to the left side, now down the middle. Pressure coming from the Caw defense.
Parker Schmidt.
Throw goes forward, incomplete, out of bounds.
There's nobody there. No flag.
You got to throw a flag on that. That works in the pros.
Yeah, he did throw the flag.
Okay,
Just
that's intentional grounding.
Yep.
In the pros, what is it? You get outside the tackles, you can chuck it loose.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not high school.
Yep.
They
they're
waved
gonna
it
wave
off.
it off? Yeah, I agree with you on that assessment. Okay. Maybe they've changed that rule. We don't know. All right, 2nd down and 9 play. Again, fullback Worthing has a lot of room.
Yeah.
Jesse Herman has him, but slings him ahead.
Again, I didn't catch the kid's number, but he ran like he was on a stunt, ran right by him. He just ran inside him. It's like when you're stunting, you got to see where the ball is, and you can smack him in the face right in the backfield.
Right there it is.
Yeah.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and short for the Chargers.
Oh, that was the previous play.
Yeah.
Another 3rd and short, which is not what you want if you're the Caw defense.
Yeah, that's right. See the Chargers gaining a little confidence too.
Worthing lined up again, the fullback. He's going to take the ball, sidesteps, and he's got 3. Another first down for the Chargers.
Coach Paramore shaking his head. Like, come on, fellas, we told you that was going to be the play. Let's get it stopped. So, got to have your heads up. Everybody's got an assignment out there. Against an offense like this, you really have to see and stay home, Armin.
That's exactly right, and especially right now because as things become more, we feel the pressure.
Yeah.
They're going to do something that we don't expect at all, and if you don't stay home, you're not in a position to make the play.
Number 4, Edwards, the quarterback, going to give to Beckerfield, going to the left side.
Boy, Mark, you were just right on the money this game, though. These guys look pretty good when they run the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got to stop the run. They're in like 4-down territory right now.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
And being down by 2 touchdowns, they'll go for it.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get them that far.
Yeah, let's
Clock is running here.
Put a little pressure on the Santa Fe Trail Charger offense here.
10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to hustle to get this one off, I think. Edwards goes under center, motion going. Ball's on the ground. I think the Cause have it, fellas. See if we can get a number on that.
Well,
22 Herman, I believe.
Herman's out there. Attaboy. Well, the Cause defense rises again to the occasion, fellas.
This is just another break here.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it is.
I think they were trying to rush that a little bit. Again, the play clock was
too.
going down, and I think that hurt them. And here's the – oh, you saw the replay there. On
No, I didn't, but here it comes.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
No.
The exchange just never really took place.
Just it
I'll
was
tell
being
you,
rushed.
the defense has played well tonight. That's just a great start. Come on, offense, let's get another touchdown.
5 minutes, 38 seconds to see if the Cause can move this one to the end zone here. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Thule going to look to throw. Has some pressure, steps up, just going to take off and get what he can. Nice little run to the outside. Going to pick up about 7 on that scramble.
As a former coach, I can tell you, I'd hate to see my quarterback throwing that ball up in the air. And not if you're going to run, pull it in and go.
Well,
but he's got the momentum there.
He's got great heads up. He's not forcing the ball. He's not seeing the receiver. He's just taking off. So
he
good
looked
job.
comfortable, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Really
did.
did.
He did.
Rush lined up to the right of the quarterback, Thule.
Oh,
High
no.
snap, gets away from Thule. Just got to cover this one up, and he does that.
Yeah, they're smart, yeah.
But it takes us out of a potential possession to score. Yeah, my goodness. That's just got to get those down.
Yeah, that was a big loss. Loss of,
oh, gosh.
Well, that's
over 10.
Huge break for the Santa Fe Trail because they're looking at potentially giving up 5 minutes of the second quarter, giving up a touchdown and being down by 3. So,
3rd and long here. We'll call it 16.
we can still do something with this.
Yeah. Here's a snap to Thule, another high one. He takes control of that one, throws ahead, pump fakes once, now flips it. Kale Gorski has it. Gorski slides ahead. He's got the first down and a little bit more. Takes it out to the 48.
That was exceptional.
What a couple of cool characters.
You're right.
I mean, Reike, I would have panicked.
Well,
he didn't, and Gorski didn't panic either.
Gorski just kind of sat down in the spot there. He was wide open, and Reike found him.
These kids are starting to amaze me tonight. They are playing well.
All right, so we'll mark that down for a first down for the Cause and see what we come up with here. Causing that spread formation. Thule going to throw quickly out to Gorski. Gorski still on his feet. Takes it across the 45. Nice pickup on first down.
Haven't seen too much of that quick pass out to Gorski.
No,
that was very successful there.
About 8.
Yeah,
that was
nice.
another high snap though.
Yeah,
we got to do something about that. We got to think about that. Let's think.
Yeah.
Gonna bring up 2nd down and 1 for the Cause.
Give up the middle, Reich and rush, going straight ahead.
I think that's
That's one of those deals you tell the center, say, hey, aim at my knees. Yeah. And if he says, I am aiming at your knees, aim at my shoestring.
There you go.
You know, the difference, there's just such a small difference.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, that becomes automatic.
Talking to Jeremiah for something. Okay.
All right. Another first down for the Cause. Again, looks like about 3:13 remaining, and the clock is running.
Put her in the end zone, boys.
Zane Rector, 24, lined up on that H-back side to the right. Reich and rush, breaks one tackle, just can't get away from the other 2.
Too much penetration on that first hit.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I actually kind of like plays like that because you've got to draw the defense. You can't give them a continual pass or continual run. You've got to come back to things, make them really work mentally out there as well as physically.
No gain on that first down play. 2nd and 10 play coming up. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. So we got an empty backfield here for the Cause on this 2nd down play. Good snap quickly. Thule goes out to Jackson Payne to the right side. Jackson Payne, a nice stiff arm. He's going to take it up for 12 yards and another first down.
You know, I kind of like the philosophy on that particular play. You spread everybody out and then throw a quick pass out.
Yeah, and he made a nice catch and run.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I mean, that's like quarterback throwing a 10-yard pass and goes for 90 yards and a touchdown, something like that.
Well, Jackson Payne's been doing this for a couple of years.
Yeah, nice job.
I love that stiff arm. Give him a little credit for that.
Yes, sir.
Reminds me of the great Billy Sims out there, huh? All right, first down play. Motion, Ty Williams, high snap, but he gets it to Williams anyway. Williams looking for a corner. A lot of blue shirts out there, and he's going to be wrapped up for, it looks like, little to no gain, maybe a loss of 1.
He got all he could or lost as little as he could, that's for sure.
Ty has a lot of speed, so, they had pretty good coverage out there. They just kept coming, so it was an impressive play by the defense, actually. Come on, fellas, let's get a touchdown here. We got a minute and a half.
Here's your second down play. Thule, good snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw. Has a man deep if he can get it there, and he takes a short man, Jackson Payne, which is good enough. Payne takes it inside the 15, down to the 13.
I like that.
I'm impressed. Reike is not panicking. He's making good decisions. Look at that. Good blocking up front, giving him time.
Yeah, and that was the guy to throw to.
Yeah.
Not deep. Not that it wouldn't have been nice to have a TD, but that was the guy that was open, and first down.
Under a minute now.
Yeah. Rush lined up to the left side of Thule. Give to him, left side.
I'd be using some timeouts now.
Yeah, he's got him.
Up the middle, brought down by Chad Robert, along with Berkefeld.
I guess we're going to let that clock run a little more. Come on. Coaches hope they're watching the scoreboard.
Well, that means he has confidence he can score here in 2 plays.
Yeah.
Thule going to look to throw, has it, zips it ahead, incomplete. That will stop the clock.
It was
with 23.
Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, 23 seconds left. Third down. Be nice to get in the end zone here, boys.
Well, you can run the ball right now. You don't have to.
Right.
You've got timeout. You got 2 timeouts, I assume we got left.
You do.
If you got 2 timeouts left, you can run the ball here, and you still got another timeout, so you can run the ball again if you want to, or you can throw it, whatever.
5 wide formation. Thule going to look to throw this. Pump fakes, goes down.
Timeout. There we go. Yeah, that's bad timing by us. Good timing by the Santa Fe Trail defense. Boy, you were in him before he could even get his arm back to throw. So Cause taking a timeout. Talk a little bit about it. Well, this is big. Yeah. If we were to go in at halftime with a 3-touchdown lead, that would make a big difference,
well,
I think.
I'll be honest with you. If we were close enough, we were really in field goal range. I think this is one of those times you kick the field goal.
Yeah.
You get, but when you're more than 10 yards away, that's not a likely play, necessarily a likely play.
So what do you call here, Armin?
Well, I'm going to throw the ball, I think. I mean, I don't think we've got a run that we can count on for extended numbers of yards. We just haven't done it.
So does Trail stunt?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're coming too. We're going to have to roll out. Unfortunately, the short side of the field is on the right side, which is the natural throwing arm of our quarterback. So if we're going to roll left. And Trail probably knows that too.
But there's no sense in throwing too short unless you got a guy underneath who's got a lot of yardage in front of him open.
Yep.
It'd be one of those times that I've seen this offense has done a hard count. Nothing wrong with a hard count here.
Yep.
Getting 5 yards of that back.
You're right.
Let's see what happens. All right, here's your 4th down play. Again, Cause can get a first down without scoring, but might as well go and get the other yard and take it all the way into the end zone. Thule checks the defense, gets a good snap, puts it up in the corner, going for Gorski. Gorski races it up. He's got it. Kale Gorski with the touchdown. Woo! Let's take the 6 points heading into halftime.
Are you kidding me? What a throw, but what a catch. Kale, you just saw his arm go straight up in the air, come down with that. My goodness.
Well, I enjoyed that like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, my goodness. It's got to cut the heart right out of Santa Fe Trail.
Yeah, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, we go for 2 now.
Yep. Get that 3-touchdown lead back.
Yep. Cause have been impressive, both offensively and defensively tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so here's your 2-point conversion attempt. Dooley takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking, sets, throws, and got a man. That's Zane Rector hauling it in for the 2-point conversion.
Well done.
Oh, my goodness, hitting on all cylinders. And I'll tell you what's most impressive is that we've got such a jumbled lineup. Our offensive line, if we've got kids playing out of position, we've got a new quarterback, you name it, it's like, oh, my gosh.
Actually, there haven't been this many changes since that second game of the year when we had so many kids who
with
had
COVID.
to stay out. Yeah.
Well,
This is a tough game.
Armin, JB, I don't know about you guys, but I am very, very impressed with what they've done so far tonight. The Cause are hitting on all cylinders.
I couldn't agree more. Again, it's you want to draw up, a really good first half. That is, you score the points and don't let the other team score, and that's what we've seen here three times.
So JB, what's the play count look like? I'm kind of concerned about how many plays have we run.
Well, that was a good drive. That last one started. We had 5 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Took it all the way down here to 8. And you're looking at looks like about a 13-play drive that ended in that 16-yard touchdown pass to Gorski.
Yeah.
And we had to overcome some little diversity.
Third and long.
Yep. Third and long. And a key thing too on this one for the Chargers has been they've had 3 drives, 2 of those ending in turnovers.
Yeah.
They had the interception the first drive and then the fumble on that last one.
Yeah. Fumble that hurt them.
All right, here's the kickoff here with 8 seconds remaining.
Nice kick.
Going to drive this one, and it's going to be fair caught.
Watkins with the fair catch for
That
the
was
Chargers.
Watkins, number 82.
Now we just don't want to give up anything stupid here.
Yeah, play deep.
Yeah, double reverse, Statue of Liberty pass. Who knows? Oh,
Technically, they ran a second off the clock. They should probably put it back on, but
with the fair catch, it shouldn't have
that's
started.
right.
Ball is at the 25. Again, 7 seconds remaining.
yeah, I would get the defensive secondary to make sure they understand. Keep it in front of you tonight. Watch out for the screen.
Play deep. Going to be a
gonna
little give
Oh,
up the
no.
middle. More than have some
Tackle.
room. Going to
There
get
we
some
go.
yards on that play, but that'll be about it. It's not going to be a touchdown. So, and Worden there, a little shaken up, getting up. He's been their go-to guy.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out in the second half. So
What was that play exactly? Was that the
Just a fullback give.
Just
Yeah.
a fullback give?
Pop
All
it
right.
outside, yeah. That's what you teach your backs to do, right? Cut to the outside once you get past line of scrimmage.
all right, that takes us to halftime. Mark, do we have anything set up?
I think so, although I think it's going to be I have to stop and think. No, the cheerleaders at this time, I think.
Cheerleaders. William
Okay,
says,
good.
yep, thumbs up.
All right,
so
here we go.
Let's give it a go with the cheerleaders. We'll be back after halftime.
And the dance squad. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Call Preview. I'm Mark Armstrong, and as you know from doing this several years, every week we highlight another program here at Perry Lecompton High School. Tonight, our guest is Summer Skeet, who is the co-sponsor of the cheerleaders and the dance squad, and she's going to give us a little bit of information about kids who are involved in that. So first of all, Casey Packard is the one that's in charge of the dance squad, and you're with the cheerleaders. How long have you been doing the cheerleaders now, Summer?
I believe this is my 4th year.
4th year, so a lot of experience. I know Casey's been doing dance for quite a number of years too. So tell us a little bit about, first of all, before we get started, who's on the cheer squad? Because as I look at them this year, not being a teacher here, I look at them, there's a lot of new faces. And then also who's on the dance squad?
So for cheer, we have seniors Kayla Lechner and Skylar Reed. They're our co-captains, and they've been involved all 4 years. Juniors, we have Ruby Johnson and Nevaeh Stone. Ruby's been involved for 3 years. Nevaeh has been with us for 2 years. And then we have 2 new freshmen, Cayman Baker and Emma Reed.
Okay, and the dance squad?
Dance squad, we have seniors Mia Barnhart and Bree Gladbach, and they've been with us for all 4 years, both co-captains. Juniors, we have Nevaeh Stone again. She's involved in both of our teams, and she's been with dance for 3 years. And freshmen, we have Kaylee Brown, Madelinda Wildy, and Olivia Meyer.
That's quite a few girls. Always nice to have more than just a few, but a lot of people going on and doing some things down in front of the crowd, so that's a good thing. So, so far this year, I don't really know what your practice schedule is, but generally speaking, how much practice time do you put in? Probably not quite as much now as what it was at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, we did have quite a few cheer practices at the beginning just to learn the cheers and everything. We kind of backed off again on cheer practice this year due to a little COVID. So we didn't want to do stunting this year until those numbers go back down. Hopefully we will be back doing stunts during basketball season. So dancers, they put in a little bit more time than cheer. They learn the dance and then they have 2 weeks until that next home game, basically to learn it all on their own at home. So
I would think that would be difficult putting all that stuff together anyway, so I know they practice a lot, just like you guys have practiced a lot in the past too. All right, so highlights of the year so far. We basically take everybody to the away games or just the cheer? I guess I haven't really paid much attention.
Just cheer goes with us to the away games. Yep.
Okay. And home we have everybody.
Home we have everybody.
The last home game I think we had was homecoming.
Yes.
And so that's always a big production of everything and that nature, but it's also good to see those type of things too. So what do you see? What do we have left? Any changes you're going to be making the rest of this year? Are we staying status quo? What do you think?
We're actually going to hold winter cheer tryouts, which we've never done before, just to see if we can get a few more girls. I believe that is going to be October 28th. That's a Wednesday. Don't quote me on that. It's on the student calendar if you want to know. But we're going to do that just to see if we can get a few more girls, a few more stunt teams. So if you're interested, come see us.
That would be a good thing. And I also understand that for tonight's game, which tonight is the 15th, so you folks will see this next week, we have a bunch of younger cheerleaders also?
We do. So most of the community knows, I think, that the junior cause football is back, which is great. That means we have junior cause cheerleaders too. So that really makes me and Casey happy too, because that, you know, we have future cheerleaders already. So I hope they carry it out. And yes, we invited them back tonight to help us cheer on the team.
That's always fun. So before we finish for tonight, any last thoughts or comments you'd like to make about the girls?
Not really about the girls, but Casey and I are also sponsors of Blue Crew, which is our spirit club. Mm-hmm. And I feel like our spirit club has kind of not very much spirit here lately. So I don't know if many folks know this, but it is actually written in the student handbook that the students are supposed to stand for the school and the fight song, but also for halftime cheers. So let's see if we can get our student section a little bit more involved.
That would be good to see. And I think COVID has had something to do with that too, because during the basketball season and wrestling season, there hasn't been that in there as far. So maybe we can get that student section revived again this year. That'd be fun to see. Well, thanks, Summer, and thanks for all the work you put in with the cheerleaders, and to Casey Packard also, who works with the dance squad. Appreciate those things. It's something that sometimes is overlooked. The cheerleaders and the dance squad just show up, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So thank you very much, and thanks for taking the time tonight, and thank you for folks paying attention, and we'll take it back up to the rest of the halftime and the end of this game we're watching tonight. So have a good evening, and go Cause. Hi everybody, this is Mark Armstrong and welcome to the call preview. Although tonight it's not really a preview, it's more of a review. This is Rhett Scrimser. He's the head girls tennis coach here at Prairie Lecompton. We're going to spend some time talking about tennis. And Rhett, I can never remember how long you've been the coach. So I always ask you how long, and I know this is a numbers thing now, how long have you been the coach here at Prairie Lecompton?
I think 31 seasons.
31 seasons, amazing. He started coaching at 5 years old.
Right at 5. 6.
Well, you've had a long tenure here and a lot of success and things going on, but the season as we stand right now is just about over. You're ready for regionals, is that what they call it in tennis?
Yes, we have a regional this Friday.
This Friday night, which will be right now, as you're watching this on Friday night, the results will be in, so you might want to check the score on that. So before we get to the regional, let's talk a little bit about the season so far. You know, who have been some of the girls that have done well, and where have you done well?
Well, you know, we've had a great group of girls that came out. We had to end up with 11 girls, one foreign exchange student, which was a nice addition.
Yeah.
So that was good, and we had to somehow sift out and get 6 girls for a definitive varsity team and the 5 for a junior varsity team. It started off, you know, I'll be honest with you, kind of slow. We thought we had some talent that was really going to emerge at the beginning, and it came on a little bit later, which in our game, that's okay. It needs to come on sometime. It might as well be later than never. And so the season started out slow, then we started figuring out how to win. And I told the girls, I said, we've got a junior varsity team here, and we've got to become a varsity team in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, because it's such a short season.
Yeah.
And they did it last year, and they did it this year. I've got a varsity tennis team. Pretty good, pretty good.
So who are the girls that helped you out perhaps on the varsity, and then maybe you can mention some of the younger girls also on the JV. So what did the varsity end up looking like?
Oh, you know, it started out, you know, moving some girls in and out of 2 doubles, which is kind of our base for our varsity team. And we ended up with 2 really good little players. Reese Rosillian came in as a sophomore. She really made some strides. Through the summer, we didn't see her, but she really started picking it up as soon as she got in here this fall, and she picked that up. And then we've had a variety of people that have had to hit with her or got to hit with her. But at the end of the day, Riley Yoakum is who we're going to take to regional, and Riley's a junior and has come along pretty strong. She'll be fine. What's nice about it, I get her next year, and hopefully this summer we can make some more improvements.
Yeah, it's always fun to look forward to that.
It is.
Yeah.
Looking at 1 doubles, that was another one, just trying to put together the strongest team we could, and it ended up, Sophie, my daughter, played that. I was kind of trying to keep her from having to get to that level too soon, because if you take a young freshman and put them in some tough stuff too soon, it can kind of burn them back a little bit. But she's definitely coming of her own. She's doing a good job, and so we've got her with Skylar Reed right now, and Skylar comes in with a little more experience as far as playing varsity tennis, and they've made a fun team to watch, and there's a possibility something might happen there. We'll see. Looking at singles, Dane Fergus right now is playing our 1 singles. She's probably our strongest player on the team. She is really starting to figure out how to use her ground strokes to be a really effective player, and she's got a strong serve. And she might be kind of a sleeper. Her record's not super great. None of them are, but we never get looked over. And so Dane got a pretty good nod at our own tournament for a decent seed, and she played pretty well in that tournament. Ended up taking 7th out of 16 girls, so that's pretty good. And then Haley Hetrick has played 2 singles for us, and we've seen Haley all 4 years like Dane, and she's really come along and really a smooth, steady player, a lot of energy, which is fun, and she's trying to harness that energy since she was a freshman, and she's really playing well right now. She's done very well in 2s, which is different than 1s, but she's held her own, so she's another one. With Dane, you just never know at regionals how the seeding might go. They may squeak in a win or 2 there that could make a difference. So
always fun to look forward to, isn't it? That's the beauty about the way the season goes, watching the kids get better. And
they're getting better, for sure.
Okay,
that's our goal.
So that pretty much ended up being your varsity. Can you tell us a little bit about the girls that played junior varsity?
Yeah, we've got several that came out. Sarah Ivins came out for us this year, first year as a junior. She came out with Riley, and it's picking up the game. I mean, it's just learning how to score and learning the basic strokes and kind of getting primed up for what's to come next year. So she played some JV for us. Alyssa Craig came out. She's another one that's figuring out the game. It's a lifetime sport, and she's picking it up. You can't do much in the short amount of time that we have. And so really the hard work's done in the summers. Yeah. And so we'll just have to get those girls here and get their skills up and take off from there. You know, just thinking, make sure I got everybody covered here. Emma Reed. Emma's been with us this first year as well. She's another freshman, not afraid of swinging it. We don't know where the ball's going to go sometimes, and Emma will tell you that too, but she has had, I think, a good time and has got some competitive spirit. So she's another one I think that's going to be somebody to watch the next 2 or 3 years. So, and I think we've got Anya Nowak. She's our foreign exchange student from Poland, and she really had a pretty salty little record for a beginner. She played a lot of badminton, which, you know, we don't really go for that stroke in badminton and tennis so much, but she knows how to keep the ball in play, and she knows how to win. She knows what it takes to beat people. And that's pretty much, I think that pretty much wraps up our team.
Oh, it's good to hear a little bit about the experience that the kids get throughout the season. It's kind of fun to see how they change over the time period too. So Coming up then this week, this Friday night, is your regional. Where is that going to be at, and who's going to be there with us?
It'll be in Hillsboro.
Hillsboro, out west, huh?
Yeah, we'll be out there, and we hope it ties into Saturday. So we're being optimistic. We're looking at a hotel room. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. There's going to be some good schools there. Several of them attend our tournament that we had at Rock Chalk Park. Wabunsee would be one. You've got Sabetha will be there. Marysville will be there. Kansas City Christian. Of course, Hillsboro. Salina Sacred Heart is there. Heston will be there. I mean, there'll be some teams we've never seen, but we've seen a lot of those at our tournament.
So how do you qualify to go to the state from the regional? If they take the top number of teams or individuals?
Every team can bring 6 to a regional. It has to be a 1, or not necessarily 1 and 2, but 2 singles players and 2 doubles teams. So you're eligible to take 6 girls, and then they take the top 6 teams or individuals out of regional for the state. And so there's several regionals throughout the state.
Sure. So a person doesn't have to be a top 1 or 2. They could come in as a 4, 5, or 6, and something like that, and go to the state tournament and get matched up there.
They've really opened that up. It used to just be 3 girls, and we left too many girls at home is what the state said, so they've opened it up to 6, and that's how schools our size, and with our players that just kind of play during the season, you know, some will play off season, have a chance to do something postseason.
Well, thanks, Rhett. Before I let you go, any last comments you'd like to make about the tennis team this year?
Just an eye opener again, where the girls responded. They're responding good to the coaching. I've got Sean O'Brien came in. We lost Mara. She was a great. Mara Smith was our assistant for the last few years. Great little player in herself. Was a great model. But Sean comes in strong because he was a head tennis coach at Highland Park, and he and I think a lot the same. We respect each other. So unfortunately, when I can't be at practice, I know we're in good hands with Sean. He can take over for that. That's been a good surprise. And just seeing the progress. That's what we live for.
Well, Rhett, congratulations. It's always fun to talk with you and hear about the girls. I know you enjoy the sport and enjoy coaching the girls as well. So that'll be it for the interview this evening. I want to thank everybody for staying tuned for this, and we'll turn it back up to the guys upstairs for the second half of this game, and we'll say go Cause. Have a great night.
To the second half. So, gentlemen, as we typically do, Mark, Armin, what do we have for some stats here for the first?
Well, Armin was the one who recorded them and talking about it. I'm just gonna pick up the one that's made the difference, I think, in the game. It's the 2 turnovers by Santa Fe Trail. One was an interception on a drive down to about their R30, and the other one was a fumble at about R30, and that completely stopped their drives. We were able to convert one of those into a touchdown, Armin.
And I will just note that he probably doesn't want to look at the other statistics because I write a little like a doctor used to, and he couldn't read them anyway. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the stats right now. Total offense, Cause got 149 yards. Santa Fe Trail Chargers 101. Number of plays, that's about 2 to 1. 37 for Cause, 22 for Santa Fe Trail. Passing. I don't know, what's that mean to you, though? 8 of 15 for 97 yards for the Cause, but 1 of 6 for 10 yards.
Yeah, it's definitely, they're a running team, and we've kind of mixed it up on them. We've had a couple of great catches, too, out there by Kale.
Well, we have. And we've also had an interception of one of the Charger passes. So that's another significant.
And Jackson
statistic.
Payne has made a couple of nice catches and then runs afterwards. He's made a couple of moves out there, so that's looked good too.
Rushing, I was almost surprised that we didn't have a few more yards than that. 22 attempts, 52 yards. But if you look at Santa Fe Trail, only 16 attempts, but they've got 91 yards, so they're doing well.
Yeah.
Touchdowns, we've got our 3. They've got 0, but they have 2 turnovers, and as you said earlier, that's the big difference in the game. So,
and the Chargers will get the ball back first in the second half. What do you expect from Santa Fe Trail?
Well, I think they're down 3 touchdowns, and they can't mess around any. But I don't think throwing the ball's their forte.
Yeah.
If they can throw it and surprise us, that's something they may try to do. But they're going to try to jam it down our throats. I think they've got to make the run work, and they've got to score. They have really hurt themselves every time they've thrown. 2 turnovers is killer, and they can't afford to do that anymore.
Well, I've said this several times tonight too, but I've just been really impressed with the Cause.
with kind of a jumbled up offensive line, how well they've worked together, and Reiki Tooley making a start at quarterback has done very well tonight, as Gunnar Ball's on the sideline with a precautionary hold him out for a minor concussion last week. I think that's wise. So they've played well, Armin. I think they've played above what people have expected right now. I think they're just doing well. That's what they need to do, though, is do that again in the second half.
Yeah.
And JB, I know you've seen enough athletics too that first halves don't necessarily win any games.
No, it's how you finish, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
always.
exactly right.
And what it amounts to is we're going to be kicking off to them.
Yep.
We're going to put them in a position where they're going to have to make something happen.
Yep.
If they can score, they've got to tell themselves, hey, we're down 2 touchdowns. Now, all we got to do is outscore them 2 touchdowns to none the rest of the game.
I do have some scores to pass on. I think we'll call this the Coach Ed halftime scoreboard show.
All right.
That sound good?
Go ahead.
Hayden leads Ward 7-0. I'm not sure when that one was, whether that was first quarter, halftime, but again, that's 7-0. Hayden on top of Ward. Holton leads Jeff West 26-0. No surprise on that one. Nemaha Central over Republic County. I think that used to be Belleville. Memory.
Okay, I couldn't figure that out. Yeah.
14-0. Nemaha up on that one. Hiawatha leads Sabetha 3-0.
Which is a bit of a surprise.
I'll tell you what, that is a surprise.
Rock Creek all over Royal Valley 25-0. And one we pulled off of the Scores in Kansas Twitter feed, which I was interested in. Girard 7, Frontenac 6 at halftime.
Wow.
How about that?
That is.
And again, Frontenac's ranked. I think they're ranked number 3 or 4. So it'd be interesting to see what the final comes out there. Again, as we were talking about, I'll see how some of these teams around the state finish tonight as well.
There we go.
Congratulations to Reagan Busey. Tuesday she placed 5th at the 3-2-1A state golf tournament.
All right,
She is
coming
now
back
a
at
two-time state medalist.
Well, as we get ready for the second half, the Cause will kick off to Santa Fe Trail. So see if we can pick up where we left off. And Armin, I think you're right. We've just got to settle down and play solid defense. And I think if the offense can continue to take care of business, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of football running right at us. I really believe, but unless they've got something up their sleeves that we don't know about.
Well, the one play that scared both of us, that was that wide receiver screen. That could have been busted for a big one. We just caught him just as he was about ready to break out of it. So they've got that in their arsenal as well.
Well, I believe for sure we're going to see the double handoff, the reverse. It's kind of an inside double handoff, and they always make that stick for some good yardage.
Yep.
They're going to be looking for a touchdown tonight.
All right, here we go. Kickoff underway. And again, it's the last half of football for the regular season here, gentlemen.
Yep, that's right.
Playoffs next week.
I'll never get used to that, though. After the 8th game is the end of the regular season. Yeah.
Used to always be number 9. And here we go. This kick going to be short at the 25. Going to the left side as the Charger up back.
That's what you like to see on a return. A lot of Caw jerseys around that ball, but they got pretty good field position on the 30, about the 34.
They do, but you know they only had a 9-10-yard return maybe.
Yeah.
That's good coverage, and they didn't seem to be breaking out anywhere.
All right, Chargers coming out with the first drive here of this second half. See what they come up with. Going to have a receiver wide to the right. 2 wing backs set up behind the Charger offense. Motion coming across. Ball on the ground. What are we calling here? Call a knee on the ground?
I think so. Down. Yep. Well, that always helps when the offense goes in reverse.
Again, you know, here they've hurt themselves again. They've been able to overcome a little bit of adversity, but.
Yep.
We'll bring up a second down, and we'll call it 12. And Edwards looks to give the reverse and had him in the backfield.
That was it.
Oh, come on,
Hook
boys.
gets away. He turned something that was supposed to have been about a 5-yard loss into a 14-yard gain and a first down.
That was that inside reverse we were talking about right there.
We had him dead to rights.
He was played well, but we did not finish that tackle.
Well, that was number 30, Isaac Hook, on that pickup.
Well, good for the Santa Fe Trail offense. Builds a little momentum, but we can't let that happen again.
No.
Number 30, Hook, lined up as that wing back on the right side. Edwards going to look to throw. Pump fakes, gets it out in the flat, too high, incomplete.
Thought for a second there we were going to have another pick.
Yeah, I did too. Anytime you throw the ball high out there in the flat, you've got an opportunity if the defenders are around.
Well, they all, the other thing about that is actually we had some pressure coming on the quarterback right up the middle. So, like to see that too.
All right, here's your second down play. Hook goes in motion. Give to the fullback. Wharton has a lot of room up the middle. He's got to the sideline, and he's off to the races. He's at the 10, and he's going to go in for the Charger touchdown. First score of the game for Santa Fe Trail.
Did not need to see that happen so quickly. That was right up the middle.
Yes, it was. Nothing really special about it.
Nope. Somebody else got to get him. Nope, you get him. Nope, you get him. Oh, nobody got him. That's too bad. That's what you don't want. You don't want an excited Santa Fe Trail team to come out and score right away. So now the offense will have to answer.
Took them 1 minute and 5 seconds to do that.
Not long.
Yeah.
53-yard touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up.
Well, for the Cause playing so well in the first half, boom, right there.
Blake Busey on to attempt the kick. Good snap. Kick is up and good.
Extra point is up and good.
Now, if I'm preaching down on the sideline, you know what I'm saying, Armin?
I don't know what.
Onside kick, boys.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Always ready for an onside kick.
I could have figured that.
Coach Paramore having a little talk with the defense about not letting up. Do your jobs. Everybody be in the right spot. Now, a little bit of pressure on the call offense.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So now that 3 touchdown lead down to 2.
Yeah. And that's the thing about how momentum can so quickly change, especially in high school football. Because if we don't go down and score and they get the ball in pretty good field position and score again, all of a sudden momentum has changed. And then anything can happen. So Cause have got to do some work here.
Ty Williams and Riken Rush will be back deep for the Cause to receive this kickoff.
Maybe going to punt it? Maybe just a break. Nope.
Is this our normal front line on the kickoff return? Looks like kind of a hands team.
Yeah, maybe. You might be right. Look at that. Good catch, Armin.
Here's Busey's kick.
Oh, my.
Nice
You got
kick.
that one.
Ty Williams takes it around the 10.
There's a seam. Get to it. Nope, didn't quite.
Stands it down, breaks through, takes a hit right at the 35. Good return, though, for Ty Williams.
I thought he might have got that seam a little quicker, and, boy, he'd have been gone with his speed.
Yeah.
But he did a nice job of getting there, so good job by the Cause.
Okay. Now's the time to put up, so to speak.
Yep. Ty's coming out, a little bit shaken up on that kickoff return. Who's number 2? Well, that's
Tyler Reed.
Yep, Reed.
Tyler Reed, sophomore.
I see how the Cause answer here.
Forefront.
You got Jackson Payne split wide to the right, Cale Gorski wide to the left. Zane Rector flips over to the left side. That H-back spot, high snap, Riken Rush takes it, looking for some seam.
Okay, a little bit better block out there by Tyler, and we're going a couple more yards, I think. But
pick up to 4.
We'll take that on a first down.
With the stop for the Chargers.
Armin, do we just stay on the ground and make them work?
If we're getting 5 yards at a whack,
I'll take it, yeah.
For the Cause.
Give Riken Rush.
Rush up the middle. Brought down by
Short gain there, maybe 2.
He was met head on and taken down hard. So 3rd and about 4.
Edinburgh got 3rd down and 4 for the Cause.
get a good snap here, boys. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Thule gets a good snap, pump fakes once. False start will be the call. That'll back the cause up 5 yards.
False start on the offense.
We'll make it a 3rd and 9.
Well,
Need a little magic here, boys.
definitely.
So far, 3rd down conversions have been pretty good, and 4th down conversions.
Third down and 8 for the cause.
You know, the other thing about this is our punting game isn't real strong. You know, we
No.
had difficulty last week, so.
Charger fans, let's help out that defense. Make
Well,
some
we're going to have to
noise.
get a few yards here
Yep.
if we want to even think about 4th down.
Here's the 3rd down play, pressure coming. Thule
Thule
pumps,
drops back for the pass.
flips one over the middle. He's got it. Nice sliding catch by Ty Williams.
Oh, boy, Ty. Well, that was a great catch.
Really well done. That's what you want. He knew all he wanted to do was catch the ball, and he took the slide.
And, you know,
love
he threw it low.
Yes, he did.
The defense isn't going to get it down there. Ty did a great job of just catching it. My goodness. That was huge.
Pass is good for a cause.
Yeah,
First
couldn't have
down.
slid into second base any better.
No, not at all.
All right, cause moving here into Santa Fe Trail territory. Ball setting at the 45. High snap, Thule gives it Riken Rush. Riken Rush takes it up for about a 2-yard gain.
Riken getting some tough yardage tonight, Armin.
Yeah, and
Big in on the stop.
he's been keyed upon by just about everybody we played this year, and so you expect it's going to be tough running inside occasionally. Kind of looking for him to break that big one outside.
They bring up 2nd down and 8. for the
That's
cause.
coming.
Riken Rush set to the right side of Thule in the backfield. Thule going to look to throw. Going for Cale
There it
Gorski.
is.
Sideline. Gorski's got it. He's at
in
the
there.
5, the 10, and touchdown.
Yeah.
Perry Lecompton.
Yeah.
My goodness.
At the beginning of the game, I was looking out there, and I really believed that the disparity in his height versus the secondary, we were going to be doing that a couple times.
Well, I'll tell you what, Reiki Thule put that ball up in the air and just led him perfectly. I don't think he even broke stride when he caught it. What a nice play.
Pretty fast, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And really, after that, Cale had to work a little bit just to break free of that
Yeah.
one last gasp.
That's
Super
big,
job.
That's a big play for the cause. They answered. Nice job, Perry Lecompton.
Point after attempt coming up. Low snap, gets away again.
Yep. That's two.
Extra point is no good.
Two.
If you
Tonight,
don't get the ball
Yeah. It's hard.
to the holder,
Yeah, it's hard to kick.
yeah.
But
Hey, let's take the positive. That was a nice touchdown catch.
was
it's
beautiful.
good.
I
Yep.
don't know if you remember this, Armin. When we were coming in, we saw Cale walking down there, and we said, get this many touchdowns tonight, right?
That's right.
Guess
We
how
did.
many he has?
So there's
He has 3.
he's got 3. I mean,
Yeah.
he did his job, but I would say that he may not be done. You don't
He
know.
may not.
He didn't say stick to 3. He just said
Yeah.
get this many.
Get 3.
He's got that 3.
Why hold back? Be an overachiever. Get 4, get 5.
It's fun to watch.
It is.
Fun to watch. They executed very well. So, in what, 4 minutes? Less than 4 minutes, we've had 2 touchdowns.
That's
scored.
right.
One by Santa Fe Trail, one by the cause. Nice answer.
Easton Elliott tees it up.
Well, that last one by the cause was a lot more pleasant to me. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's pretty. Here we go.
Nice kick.
Line drive.
Knuckleball. There
Takes
we
a
go.
bounce,
There we
gets
go.
away.
Under control.
Good coverage that time. If they can
There we
hold
go,
on
good.
to him.
Yep. Number 2, Tyler Reed making the initial hit.
Way to go, Tyler.
Boy. Well, we had some sprinters going down
We
there on that,
did.
baby. That whole left
I
side.
noticed number 40. That's Dakota Blake.
Yeah.
He sprinted down. I'm sure he's kind of a contained guy.
Yeah.
He sprinted down, and then when he hit the grass, he just slid.
Begin the drive at their own 25-yard
All right, so Cause pinned the Chargers back a little bit deeper than they did the first time, so let's see if we can keep them down here and get that ball back so we can score again.
You want your defense to step up to the plate. I mean, we're going to, hopefully we got a game next, well, we will have a game next week. We want that defense sharp.
Yeah. Here's your first down play. It's going to be a throw by Edwards. Has some pressure, flips it out in the flat, has a man, that's complete. I think that's Berkerfeld over there.
You're right. He was out in that flat. He just snuck out. We didn't get over there in time to cover that kid. But that's one of the few that they've completed tonight, Armin.
Yeah.
That's the second one, I think. Their second completion all night.
Really didn't have as much pressure on the quarterback either.
Yeah.
Another 1st and 10. It's going to be Worth and set up behind the quarterback.
Yeah,
we went. Be a give to Hook on that reverse. Hook has some room still on his feet, pushed out of bounds, gets across midfield.
If you see the replay on that, you'll see our left side of the defense all just chase the ball. They didn't stay home. Yeah.
And this is exactly what I saw too.
Yeah. We got a flag?
I think he wrapped him up.
Good.
Number 4, check on the replay.
Here we go. There's your replay.
Defense sucks in. Whoops, too late.
Right there. Yep. He grabbed him.
Sure did. So that'll come back.
I was surprised that we didn't see a flag from this side. But
Holding on the offense is a call.
Well, we'll take that.
Well, I mean, the problem is that you've got to have your hands inside your own frame, and actually on one plane of the defender that you're blocking, it can't be in the back. Now, that was definitely not the block at the back.
Well, they're starting to opening up a little bit. Like you said, we're going to see that double reverse, and we've seen it twice in this half.
Yeah. It's been the run game I've been going to here. Wing back right, wide receiver to the left. Hook goes in motion. Edwards turns and gives to Worthen, who has a nice room there on that left side.
Yes, he did.
Ty Williams making a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, that kid would have been maybe still running. So, actually, pretty good pickup on that first down.
Picks up 6. On the 1st and 12, bringing up a second.
Second down and 7 for the Chargers.
Call it 7, 6.
Yeah, I'd call it 6, but
motion again, Hook going away, give to Worthen up the middle, fullback still on his feet.
I think I would start watching that fella a little bit closer.
That kid keeps his feet moving, and he doesn't stop.
Yeah, they've got yards here on the ground in the second half.
That's good for a Chargers first down.
So the Caw defense getting attacked a little bit by Santa Fe Trail tonight.
Need one of those turnover plays again.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Give again, Worthen up the middle. Worthen chugging.
Boy, look at that.
Driving.
What a great effort.
Yeah, picks up another 7.
We had defenders on him, and they had his arms around him. They just couldn't bring him down.
We hit him at the 50.
Yeah.
And he drugged us out there for 5 more. So
his last 2 carries have been 7 yards.
Yeah.
Double wing formation this time for the Chargers. Going to look to throw. Edwards now has some pressure.
Good.
Gets away, goes to his right, still looking. Step ahead, takes the hit. Gets back close to that line of scrimmage.
He went down hard. That was a nice hit.
Yeah, Herman and Warren both came in.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to have Jesse Herman running at me or Ty Williams either, not with a full head of steam and determined to take me out. Good combination.
Well, that was good pressure, and that's what we're going to have to do this down too, unless this is probably 4-down territory now.
Oh, yeah.
I would think.
They're down by, 3 touchdowns. So.
Up front, it's Lechner, Powell, Monroe, and Herman. Ty Williams showing pressure left side. It's going to be that inside reserve. That's Hook. Hook gets a block on the outside, still on his feet. Hook takes it all the way down close to the 30.
Armin, you are definitely right. 3 times in this quarter. And they've run it for big yards.
Well, I think part of it is because we just overplayed the flow every time, and our guys, they're supposed to stay home, either haven't or, one time he got hit in the backfield. All we had to do is tackle him.
Yeah, had it played.
And everybody stayed home. We just didn't get the job done. So.
All right, Chargers on the move here. 4:55 remaining in the third quarter. Edwards gives to Berkerfield left side. Berkerfield bounces it to the sideline. Ball comes out.
Nope. I tell you guys, this is ghost of Santa Fe Trail pass. This is the way they used to run the ball right there. That wing T, a very good offense.
Well, they are definitely running right through us right now.
Have we played anybody else this year that did not have a deep snap at all? No spread formations, nothing out of shotgun.
We saw a little bit of it against Osawatomie.
A little,
in the second half, but they didn't start out that way. Double wing formation again. Isaac Hook comes in motion, Worthen up the middle, fullback power, ball on the ground.
Perry's got it.
Pick it up. They're going to return this one for a little bit. That might be Jackson Payne. Kind of wait to get the number there.
I wouldn't doubt it. He seems to always be there.
22, Herman.
Jesse attaboy, showing that speed on the sideline. And once again, the call defense gets a 3rd turnover tonight, Armin.
I'll tell you what, they need to cash those in more often.
Gee whiz, that's, I feel kind of sore, not really, but Trail has had 3 fumbles on 3 drives that had they not fumbled or thrown the interception, they could have scored.
You, being a former coach, you know what it feels like to execute so well and then stick yourself with turnovers.
We score now. That's the dagger, fellas. Dagger in the heart.
Right.
We got to put it in the end zone right now, though.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Cause. Ball setting right at the 50. Tooley rolling to his left, flips it ahead, has a man. That's Ty Williams. Williams still on his feet, taking it down. Still on his feet. They have to stop that one because they just can't get Ty Williams on the ground.
That's a nice little pass pattern. If we ever get a chance to see that again, they kind of just did a little X out there.
Here it is.
A little curl on the inside of it.
Coming right at us here.
Yep. And the defenders had to cover inside on Kale.
Very well done.
Yeah.
I tell you, Will's always there with the replay.
Yes, 3 receivers right. Tooley has the ball on the ground. Can't get the handle. Still looking for
the ball.
it. I think Lechner made a dive in there.
And that was kind of a sophomore mistake. You don't want to pick it up and run. You just fall on it. And maintain possession. Nice job by Lechner to come back and help. But we recover. 2nd down and 13 tonight has not been anything difficult for us. We've done well, really.
Brett Paramore, Ty Williams split to the right. Tooley going to take it, look to throw, pumps it deep, going for Williams.
Just a little overshot. He got anxious on that one. You could see it. He saw him open. I got to get it to him. But he had a lot of time. He was open, though.
He was there.
Actually, it was a pretty pass. It just was a little deep.
Yeah. It's one of the few we've seen him misjudge tonight. He's had a good night.
Yes, he has. Thrown the ball well.
That'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Cause. Charger fans, make some noise.
All right, 3rd down and 14. As you mentioned, Armin, before, they don't have to get it all right here, but sure would be nice to get a chunk of it. Tooley takes a good snap, rolls to his left, looking to throw, gets it down the field, has the man Williams just overthrown.
I think he was past the line of scrimmage too, but they didn't call it.
He left. I don't know. He leaped. He jumped. Is it where you jump from, or is it where you come down?
Probably
just to have any part of your body has to be behind the line. The ball, your foot, your arm, anything.
And so when you're in the air, as long as you're not completely past the line. All right. Yep. I would guess that he just determined that that's how it happened. I don't know.
Well, let's see what we can draw up here.
4th down, had a couple of opportunities. My bet is he's going to hit one of these here. Tooley gets a good snap, steps up, takes a look, pressure coming. He's getting taken down. That's where the Chargers will take over.
That's one of those things where you might as well have thrown it.
Right.
Instead of losing a couple of yards at least.
Well, if you're the defense, you don't want to intercept it back there unless you run it all the way. So you just knock it down.
Well, there's kind of an opportunity we just missed on again. That's when you got the opportunity, boy, you got to take it. It doesn't matter who the team is that you're playing.
And about that last play, I'll just note that when you got Gunnar Ball back there, he's a big, tall kid, and he doesn't. I won't say Thule goes down easily. He doesn't go down easily, but he was a lot easier for them to cover up. I think that time. Yeah. Sometimes you used to seeing that with Gunnar.
All right, double wing formation. Chargers look to be wanting to run the ball this time. Orth can't get away. A lot of white shirts behind the line of scrimmage that time.
Ty Williams in there to make that initial hit on that outside linebacker spot. I'll tell you what, he was in there in a hurry, Armin.
Well, you got to do that every time. Actually, every time they got the ball, because they're able to get out of a hole like this. They've done that several times too.
They've had the big play on the ground capability tonight.
Ty Williams has had another good defensive game.
Yes, he has.
Playing well, and that's what you expect.
Right. Second down and long for the Chargers.
I'll call it 2nd and 14 here. Edwards going to look to throw. Has a man deep, flips it across the backside. I don't think he caught that one.
No.
Incomplete.
Very well covered that time.
He was under pressure too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Warren was right there on top of him had he caught the ball. Of course, he would have caught it on the ground, and that wouldn't have been enough. They wouldn't have got back their loss. So,
yeah.
All right, 3rd and long now coming up.
Shows you what that first down loss did to him.
It's a big play.
Right.
Edwards under center. It's going to fade back, look to throw. Goes deep down the middle, has a man there. It's Hook.
He caught it.
Hook did not hang on to that one, but it sure looked like he was going to make an acrobatic hit.
He did. He pirouetted up in the air. He bobbled the ball a couple of times, and
that was close.
Actually, the Cause had a shot at pulling it in too.
Just kind of stayed there about 6 feet off the ground, didn't it?
Yeah. Again, I'm telling my defense, watch the fake. They have nothing to lose.
You're right.
Yeah. In fact, maybe not even put anybody back.
I don't think they're going to.
Yeah.
Well, there goes right. Right.
Are going to show punt formation. Last one was, I think, blocked by their own player. This one they get away. Going to be fielded by Cale Gorski. He's going to go down.
He did a great job.
Yeah,
that
was
he
fielded
it.
Yeah.
That was a ball that was tumbling, and end over end, and just to field it, Armin, is important.
Well, who do you want catching the ball generally is Cale Gorski, I think.
Yeah, I think you are right. He's the man with magic hands. He has made some great catches this year. 3 of them tonight.
The Colts will begin near their own 44-yard line.
So Perry Lecompton, another opportunity to expand that lead.
See what we can do here. Last drive, the Cause turned it over on downs. Thule takes a snap, gets it to Reich and rush, and quickly he is taken down. Loss on that play.
The man came back through the line of scrimmage untouched, as they say. One of the linebackers, I think.
Wow.
Looks to me like we're going to have another deep snapper on hold if we score again.
I see him practicing over here.
That's Brett Paramore.
He gets in the high snap. He's going to throw it over the middle. Oh, had him just in and out of the hands. Completed.
A nice pass. That's that seam pass again, Armin. We've seen that over and over this year.
That would have been a tough catch to hold in. It's
It
a
would
little
have
bit
been.
low,
I agree. It was
he
low.
had a shot at it.
Low and in front, and he had to kind of really get down.
Yeah.
But save that one. That was open.
Yep. I'll see what the Cause are called here.
You think Santa Fe Trail is going to cover number 1 on the outside?
I think so.
They've got
still got the same.
Playing kind of a cover 4. They should be.
He's not pressing up here, though. Thule takes a snap, rolls left,
Thule rolls out,
and has pressure, and down he goes.
Yeah. Hard to read what your quarterback is running at when you're the lineman trying to block. He did what he was supposed to, push him out, but that's pushing right into the quarterback. So
that'll bring up 4th down and long.
Williams into punt here.
Ty gonna punt tonight. Good.
Nice snap.
Oh, that's going to roll.
Yeah, look at that.
That's going to roll. Nice job, Ty.
They were bringing everybody, too, on that.
They were.
Nobody back.
Yeah.
Way to get it off.
After the punt, the Chargers
All the way down to the 20.
Ty's had an all-around game tonight.
Yes, he is.
Playing well. Nice kick.
Only 23 seconds remaining in this quarter, so the clock is the Cause friend here.
Yeah. The Cause running in a little bit of difficulty in their last couple of series on offense, going backwards.
Yeah, that last drive, it was again loss of 4 on the running play, incomplete pass, and that sack a loss of 3.
Yeah.
Well, we've had several 4-and-outs. Turned the ball over on down several times tonight.
First down, Edwards is going to give.
There we are.
To that
right there.
Kind of that little reverse play there, wasn't
it? They really have that timing worked out well.
Again, Ty Williams.
But that makes all the difference in the world. You get a guy come in and makes the play.
I think they'll get this one off.
End of the quarter.
Yep. All right, into the third quarter. We'll take a break, come back for the final quarter of the Cause and the Chargers. The USD Live Media Stream is brought to you by Ham Company, a strong employer in Jefferson County for over 75 years, providing service in waste management, asphalt, road construction, and quarries. And McRae Lumber, with 2 convenient locations in Topeka and Lawrence. Be sure to call R.J. Brown at the Lawrence location or Travis Daniels at the Topeka location for all of your home improvement needs. And First State Bank and Trust, your local full-service bank with hometown pride. Let their friendly staff help you with loans, savings, and checking. And Crown Toyota. Whether you're looking for a new or used Toyota car, truck, or SUV, you'll find it at Crown Toyota in Lawrence. Contact the experienced staff at Crown Toyota and set up your test drive today. Keep the logo, Will Gantz. That's a keeper.
Well, here we go, boys. 12 minutes left. Cause the 20-point lead, 3 touchdowns. Santa Fe would have to score 3 times to beat us.
For a running team in 1 quarter, that would be a challenge. Not saying it couldn't be done.
I agree. Down here at Trail, and funny things traditionally have happened down here. So let's hope the Caw defense can hold on.
Well, let's see what we got here. Second down play, 2nd and 9 coming up for Santa Fe Trail's offense. Edwards, number 4, the quarterback, sophomore. Takes a snap. He's going to roll out a little throwback pass. Almost intercepted. Good defensive play by Riken Rush.
That was well covered. Yeah. That's a good play by Riken.
Riken actually read that. He saw it coming. That quarterback coming out. That's a great defensive play. Nice heads up by our senior out there.
I suspect even if he caught it, Riken would have caught him and tackled him. But that was so nice being able to interfere with a
well, then had he not caught him, if you see the defense had been run off, that would have been a long comeback to catch him.
That's what we mean about staying home.
3rd and long play. Edwards going to look to throw.
Come on, Jesse. Come on.
There's your pressure. And down goes the quarterback. Cause get the sack.
Jesse Herman, and I think is that Christian Conklin, 51?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice job, both of them there. Boy, that was in a hurry, too.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
This is interesting tonight, isn't it, to see what the defensive line is doing. We're getting stronger.
Yeah.
That hasn't been the case the last couple of weeks. Probably stressed early in the game and really had to put out effort, but tonight's true.
Nice job by the defense.
Here's the punt. High punt, not a deep one.
Yep, that's right, Kale. Let it go. Just let it go.
Get away.
Let it go.
Real quick before we start this next drive, Ed sent us a score update. Washburn Rural is ahead of Seaman 14-10. And in the third, Sabetha over Hiawatha 14-3. I'm sorry, Sabetha over Hiawatha at the half 14-3.
Wow.
So they scored
that is really kind of a surprise to me.
Closer than we thought.
Got to hand it to Hiawatha. They've proved to be a decent team. Real good team this year.
Well, here come the Cause, starting out in Santa Fe Trail territory once again.
On the short side of the 50, setting at the 43.
I like that.
10:58 remaining in this one.
Oh,
High snap. Tooley's got to cover it if he can get there.
Oh, Reike didn't. He was going to try to pick it up. He just needed to fall on it. You got to learn that. Got to learn that. That goes on the ground. You just get it. Try to pick it up and make a hero. So a big turnover for the Cause.
Huge.
Yep.
Potentially. I mean,
Just got an update here from Todd Fargo. Actually, Seaman up 24-21.
Seaman's up.
Yep. Now it's flipped around there.
Good first. Seaman and former Perry Lecompton coach Jared Swafford, the head coach at Seaman.
All right, now the Chargers have the short field. Ball at the 43. Here comes the pressure. Edwards looking to throw, zips it out in the flat. Had a man open, but just overthrew him.
Yeah.
Well, the passing game has not been good for the Santa Fe Trail Chargers tonight, and that's just another example right there.
Yeah.
But they don't have time, as you pointed out, to grind it out on the ground.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 10. Pressure again coming up the middle. There's that
Reverse.
inside
Oh,
play.
they missed him.
Oh, they had
Oh,
him,
they got
but
him.
they still wrapped him up. Little to no gain on that second down play.
Was that Lechner had the first shot on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, just couldn't bring him down, but I didn't see the follow-up on it, but he held him to a short gain, so that's good. Oh, no gain, lost a yard. Whatever they held him to, they did well.
So who got that tackle? I didn't quite see.
So big third down here for the Cause. Santa Fe Trail is going to be in 4-down territory anyway. Be good to stop here.
Yep.
Pull back up the middle.
I'm going to throw, I guess. There's a pressure, a little shovel
There was a
pass
shovel
to Hook.
pass.
And
Oh,
well
nice
covered.
tackle.
Who was that over there?
There's Lechner.
66, Lechner.
But that was
Loss
quick.
of 4.
That was quick. So 4th down and 13. So the Cause got a hold again. One more time here. They look quick on that. The
They
defense
did. They did.
Gonna bring up 4th down and 13 for the Chargers.
You know, no matter how many
Timeout.
times you see those plays, though, they can be extremely effective. I mean,
Yeah. Well, do you go to the bag of trick plays here? I mean, they have to score. They can't give it up to us now. There's a lot of pressure on their offense.
Well, the pass play that they've had open, they've gone to, has been that seam.
yeah.
And I guess if it were me, if it was 4th down and long and that's worked for you, just haven't hit it, you got to take a shot at it and just hope that this time you hit it. So that's what I would be looking for if I'm going to call defense.
Defensively, yeah.
On the other hand, their quarterback has been fairly effective rolling out too. So we'll see. But I think that seam pass might be a big one for him too. So
You know, it's funny, Mark. You mentioned earlier tonight when they're warming up, both of their quarterbacks hit everything they were throwing.
Yep.
And they just haven't been that successful tonight during the game.
It's a little different when the bullets are flying at you.
that's right.
I think you're right.
The Call defense got to come up with a big one here.
So I would be spying on number 2 out here in the slot, and who's right now uncovered.
Yeah, come on, Riken. There
And
we
I
go.
would watch him go into the seam.
Yeah.
That's where I'd put my chips. And here's a play. Edwards dropping back to pass. There's the seam route, number 2. And he hauls it in.
You know,
No?
yeah, he did.
Did he?
At some point in time, though, especially when you know they got to go deep and they got to go big, just give up the pass underneath.
Yeah.
So stay with them. Quit backpedaling, turn and go.
I'm surprised they actually beat us that badly on it because Coach had them back there talking to them. This is what you need to expect, and we weren't even close, really.
We were backpedaling.
Yeah.
When the ball was in the air, we're still backpedaling.
we'll get it.
So, I mean, that's good technique to some extent, but Not here.
All right, 1st and 10 play for the Chargers. Now comes the run game. It's Worth and up the middle.
Yeah, they're down
Picks
to
up 5.
10. It's one of those things we've got to really, it'd be nice to keep them out of the end zone here.
Yeah, the run game has picked up 5 first downs in this half form. That's not bad.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Powell coming in for Conklin.
Well, you throw the ball enough, and once in a while you're going to do something right.
2nd and 5 play. Give to Berkerfield, trying to get to the right side.
Well, you know, and
Takes it close to that first down marker.
Mark, you said earlier, every time you just watch the guards. The guards will take you to the play. They're going to pull every time, and that's what's been happening tonight.
Yep. Well, they're good at what they do.
Yes, they are.
I'm really surprised they haven't won more games, quite honestly. But if they keep on making mistakes, that's probably one of the things that comes back to haunt teams.
Yeah.
So 3rd and short. See if the Cause can rise up and stop them here.
Time to step up.
Slant, look out.
Edwards under center, give fullback Worth and up the middle, and he should be close to it if he's not in. Let's see. He's in for the touchdown.
Thought he got in. Made that look too easy. Just sliced right up the middle. Big fullback, sophomore. He looked tough, looked good. Sorry. Just kicked the guy in front of me accidentally, stretching my leg out. Kind of fun being out here amongst our own fans tonight, though. Sitting on the same side.
It's a lot nicer than being amongst the opposition.
Yeah. Not quite as nice as being in our own booth with Heat.
No, that's a good one. Looking forward to that next week.
Let's hope so.
Extra point coming up. Number 81, Busey to kick. That was almost blocked.
Almost.
It's good.
So the Chargers tighten it up a little bit with 2 second-half scores. Cause up by 13. It's going to take 2 touchdowns. So obviously you have to be watching for the onside kick.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can't believe you won't see it.
Yeah.
It's always a long shot, but it's something that teams practice a lot, and it happens.
Yeah.
You see it in the NFL. You see it in the college ranks.
I'm sure Coach
Onside kicks do it.
Coach Paramore was talking to him about it there. You just got to cover it. But there's an example of a turnover that hurt us, too. We actually gave them that touchdown. High snap, didn't recover it.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff. So.
Well, that is a definite disadvantage about snapping to a quarterback that's not underneath center.
I'll tell you, if I don't know, I'm bringing that second group up a little closer if I'm the coaches. Just because there's no way they're going to kick it deep. They aren't going to.
Oh, you mean this group back here?
Yeah. Bring them up.
I agree. Well, you still got to cover the field, but you can take a chance here and there.
You see on the kickoff here.
To kick it off for the Chargers.
And here comes your kick. See what they got. It's the onside.
Oh, he illegally touched it.
I would say no.
He did. He illegally touched it.
There's no flag. There's no flag.
There's no way. You watch a replay on this one if you got one, Will.
He caught it on that side of the 50.
He definitely caught it on his side of the 50.
There's an illegal touch. By golly, they're going to give it to him. They're going to give it to him right there. Are you kidding me?
Well,
that's a real pathetic call. Not that I disagree with officials ever, but
wow. I agree with the fans here on this side, and we're sitting right at the 50-yard line, so we had a bird's-eye view on that one.
He obviously. Did you notice where the ball was set down a line? It was just barely at the line.
Yeah.
And the kid actually caught the ball.
They're still giving it to him. They did not have an official up there on that line.
No, they did not have it.
It appears we have a timeout on the field.
Yeah, we do.
There is no way that he touched the ball. No. But that's whatever it is, it is. That's pretty poor job of officiating, though.
Yep.
It didn't. Now.
They missed it, but that's okay.
Here's a replay right here. Take a look. Oh,
I
didn't quite get it.
Oh, we'll get another chance to look at it.
Well, we'll get a chance to watch it tomorrow in the full replay and the
maybe
team videos. It doesn't matter now. I mean, they're not going to change their minds.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, 7:39 remaining in this one. And here's another pass. It's Edwards going deep down the sideline. That pass is going to be incomplete, out of bounds, so that one comes back.
I still don't believe that he just ran right by us out there.
I don't either.
You got to know they're going to throw.
That incomplete pass going to bring up the 2nd 10, and again, with under 8 minutes remaining, there's going to be some passes mixed in here.
Yep. Caw defense needs to
double wing formation for the Chargers. Motion coming this way. Give fullback up the middle. Worthen is going to take it, pick up about 5 yards, but again,
it's like Conklin just got a hold of his ankles and hung on.
Yeah.
With that run, the clock is going to continue to move here.
Yep, that's what we need. Well, Caw defense has got to come up with some stops here. That's
the Caw defense can't be mad about anything. They got to do their jobs the same way as always.
Double wing again for the Chargers. Here comes the end around. It's going to be Isaac Hook trying to get the corner. Well played by the Caws. Number 50, I think that's Parker Schmidt. 22, Jesse Herman. 29, Warren, all in on that play.
That's your great defense.
That hurts.
Yep.
No, that was great, but that hurt them.
Conklin.
Now you got to do the same thing again.
So is it 4th down? I must have miscounted. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I got. Incomplete pass, 5-yard gain, -3. 4th down and 8 to go.
Get that slot covered.
Caws showing pressure, now back off a little bit. Edwards going to throw, looking at that slot, going for Burkerfeld down the sideline. Knocked away by Cale Gorski. Good defensive play.
And you didn't want him to catch that ball.
That's right.
Knock it away. We take the ball back where we should have gotten it the first time.
Well, the Caw defense comes up big, fellas. That's all there is to it.
Yes, they did. They did. Very well done.
That was the emotional, well, I guess you call it an onside kick, a turnover. I don't know, but it was a big thing. Santa Fe Trail's all fired up. They score, and boy, they got a ball game. Now we just got to take control and run the clock out.
Yeah, actually, a 6-minute and 11-second drive to score would be just perfect.
Be fine with us. We go home smiling.
All right, it's going to be Reich and Rush lined up to the left side of Thule here on this 1st down play. Good snap, handoff up the middle. Reich and Rush takes it ahead for a gain of 1.5.
Weekly on the stop.
I would be surprised to see us put the ball in the air.
I would too. But I think the guys out there they got to understand. They got to hold on to the ball. They got to make their blocks. We're going to go for that 1st down. If we don't get it, we're going to punt the ball. Well, I say that. Well, we may be in 4-down territory. I don't know.
Let's just get the 1st down and 2nd and 3rd.
We don't have to worry about it. That's the way I would see it.
Zane Rector lined up on the left side, little option play left, pitch out to Reich and Rush. Going to be losing about 3 on that.
They were ready for that.
They were.
A timeout called by
got to be Santa Fe Trail. That timeout, just got another update. Washburn Rule now up 35-24 on Seaman.
Ouch.
Back and forth we go.
How much time left?
Didn't get that.
Okay.
I would assume that one's got to be in the fourth quarter as well.
Yeah.
Did I not hear that Seaman had suffered a number of injuries to key personnel?
I did not hear that.
Jared, I talked to Jared one time. He said they had 4 of his two-way players have ACLs.
Oh.
Wow.
4 of them.
Yeah, I think it was you that told me that, Mark. I remember that.
I know at least one of them happened in practice on a Thursday night.
That is hard to overcome.
Yeah,
4 guys.
It's tough. But they played well. So
4 guys. That's 8 positions, and
that's
some
tough.
of your best athletes out there, probably.
Yeah. Well, the Cause have a little difficulty right here with third, and what do we got?
Third and about 13.
13. And again, you don't want to put the ball in the air necessarily.
Well, another thing is if it's not complete, then you got a clock stopped again. That's giving them a timeout. I mean, if you think you can do it, I guess you throw it. I don't know.
Kale Gorski.
Yeah, that's.
And Santa Fe Trail backing off a little bit, playing some down and distance. Let's see what the Cause come up with. Thule going to roll to his right, looking ahead, flips it out in the flat. Pass complete. Jackson Payne gets it a little bit closer. Nice athletic move to jump over the equipment there, too, by Jackson.
How do you go for it?
And he had to haul it in right there at the out-of-bounds line. Otherwise, it'd been incomplete.
Jackson's caught a couple duties tonight. So 4th down, about 4 or 5.
If you got a magic play on the ground, I think this is when you call it.
You could do it.
Either that or
going out.
Throw to
looks
Gorski.
like number 1 is Kale Gorski is man-to-man out there on the outside. Thule takes a snap. He's going to roll to his left. Caught from behind and a loss on the play and turned over on downs.
Well, that's not what you hope for. Plus, we give them great field position. Holy cow. Bad time to let a linebacker through. Well, Caw defense back on the field again.
Yeah. That's got to be the 4th time tonight, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe for what?
That we've given the ball back over on downs.
All right, 5:09 remaining. Chargers have the ball at the Cause 45.
Stop the big play.
Motion coming this way. Edwards looking to throw quickly over the middle. Pass complete. Ball's on the ground.
Cause have it.
That's the way they're pointing. And I've never seen an official point with the hands backwards, but Cause get it.
Amazing. What is that, 4 turnovers tonight?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, big hit. The Cause were there. Opportunistic defense.
You know,
nice job.
when you got to have it, you put an extra offensive effort in, and you keep trying, and boom, somebody comes in and pops you. That's what happened.
5 minutes. Let's use some clock here, boys.
Yep, that's right.
Ball at the 34.
I like the way our kids have responded tonight.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with you.
All right, need good snaps, good clean blocks. Handoff, Reichen rush up the middle. Nice pickup, maybe 3 on 1st down.
Walker Pringle is actually in at the center right now.
Yeah, that chilly wind's starting to pick up a little bit.
I've noticed that. I've noticed that, yeah. And I want to publicly thank Mark Armstrong for loaning me his hat, because he's got a hood, and that keeps me a lot warmer.
Yeah, it's amazing how much heat you can lose off the top of your head.
Oh, yeah, especially when you don't have any more hair than I've got.
I know that for sure.
All right, 2nd down and 7 play for the Cause. Reichen rush.
Let's go. Get her
switches
going.
To the right side beside Thule.
Oh, we aren't going to get it off. Timeout. Timeout.
Yep.
They got it. Good call.
Actually,
good call by the coaches.
That doesn't really give Santa Fe Trail any more time. They were going to snap the ball, and we don't want to lose the 5 yards now. And actually, you know, if you're a coach, this is a good opportunity to get out there and reiterate. This is what we need. You know, when you're on the sideline in between downs or change of possessions, you don't get to talk to your coach that much. And this way, the coaches are talking to them.
And one of the things they're probably talking about is bringing linebackers.
Yes,
this
exactly
is the stage of game. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And if we're just going to run the ball anyway, they plug every gap and boom, just stop us.
Yeah, I'm sure Santa Fe Trail's going to be playing the run very heavily here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And again, cause knowing that if they can keep it on the ground and just grind it out.
Well, this is one of those times also, Reich and Rush can beat one guy up front.
Yep.
There's not going to be anybody stopping him in the secondary.
Yeah.
If they're bringing people.
Good snap. Thule just going to keep it.
Good job.
Keeper, he's over to the right side. He's going to be real close to that first down marker.
Yep.
You know,
say about a yard short.
Yeah, that was actually a nice play. Just a
great
fake
play.
and follow, I guess.
if you think about it, the one thing we have not seen tonight is the quarterback as ball carrier generally. And now he's tucked it and run when he's been rolled out, but he hasn't. We haven't seen that gunner ball.
Yeah, the design play. Yep.
Design, yeah.
Got to get it, fellas. Oh, they got a lot of bodies up front.
Yeah, they do. Expecting a play up the middle, aren't they?
Yeah.
Thule gets a snap, gives.
Oh.
Rush stacked up behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my. What a time to miss a block. The young Powell kid understands. He just put his hands around his head and said, oh, coach, sorry.
Brings up 4th down and 3 for the cause.
What do we do here? We're going to punt this. Well, we got Jesse the Tank in there. Maybe
Let's see.
I'm not sure I'd punt it either. I mean, they got to have 2 touchdowns. Maybe you don't take a chance on a block punt. You don't take a chance on a return.
All right, here we go. 4th down play. Thule gets a snap. Going to look to throw it quickly. And incomplete. Turn it over on down.
Too much pressure coming up on the inside. He had a man open. Just too much pressure.
Yeah, that's not a bad call there.
Yeah.
It was a.
Chad Robert on the defense. Chargers will take over on down.
Of course, I say that as that's intercepted for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But I thought I liked the idea that you don't do something predictable.
Yeah.
Chargers will begin the drive.
Well, once again, we give them good field position somewhere around the 41, 42, JB?
41 is what I have.
Okay. We've been able to watch the last, quarter of this game all right in front of us right here.
We are going to see the air raid offense, I'm afraid.
I think you're right.
Watch
That's
number 2 in the seam.
It's not been kind to the cause in the past.
Yeah.
All right, Edwards under center, drops back. He is going to throw. Looking deep, going down the seam, and in and out of the hands. That pass
falls incomplete.
Intended for trying to get a number there, 82.
82, yeah.
We actually hit him.
Landon Watkins.
He actually
did.
hit him. The kid just bounced it off his hands. Must be getting a little cold out there.
I'm glad they don't have Cale Gorski back
Oh,
there.
geez. Yeah.
Glad we do.
We do, and we have learned how to use him.
We were not able to mount a lot of pressure on the quarterback that time either.
Basically,
Let's see if they dial up here this time. Ty Williams showing pressure, now backs off. Edwards quickly out, a little swing pass to Worthen. Worthen on his feet. Still.
He's a hard kid to bring down.
Gorski on the stop for the cause.
Hopefully we kept him in bounds.
Looks like it. Clock still runs. Okay. Does pick up 8 yards on that 2nd down play.
Gonna bring up 3rd down, and it's short for the Chargers.
Edwards looking to throw again. Beckerfield hauls it in. That pass is complete. Picks up about 10 and a 1st down.
Well, they're kind of picking our secondary apart. I guess we're just dropping off too deep on it, like you mentioned once before.
I think we can afford to drop off. I mean,
yeah,
we really don't want to give them the touchdown, but what we really don't want to do is give them a touchdown now.
Yeah.
We, make them earn it through time. We can win this game.
Edwards looking to his left, throws to the left, ball tipped there.
Nice job.
Ty Williams with a nice defensive play.
Another nice defensive
play.
play.
If I'm the secondary, I'm just watching the quarterback's head. He's looking right there, right where he's going. And we're just backing off. You got to come up and at least make an attempt on that. Nice drop by Riken.
Brings up second down and 10 for the Chargers from the cause. 20
Well,
yard
if that wind was blowing a little bit, it'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
I'm glad they don't have a flag chain out there because they'd be beating us to death.
All right. Second down and 10. Edwards again throws it quickly. Little pass over the middle, complete
Oh,
to the
no,
fullback.
no.
Worthing on his feet still. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. You can expect another onside kick.
Another onside kick, yeah.
Yeah.
And they just
outplayed us in the fourth quarter.
and all they got to do is get a kick, and they're
we have not done well on offense. We've not converted when we needed to.
No.
And, now we're under pressure. Yeah, that onside kick comes up again.
Extra point attempt here. This is a big one, too.
Yep. Be nice if you would shank it.
Busey, the kicker for Santa Fe Trail. Good snap.
good.
Kicks up and good.
Busey's extra point is up and it's good.
Well, all the talk in the world won't do any good now. You just have to outperform them. You have to get the onside, because if you don't, we could end up losing this game 28-27.
Yeah.
A big play here.
Yeah. Get the replay ready, Will.
Yeah. Well, the important thing about the last one, they did not have an official up there to see it. They just, the Santa Fe Trail bench says, yeah, nice job, fellas, and they gave it to him right at the 50, and he touched it actually on there about 49.
He definitely, he touched it.
Yeah.
He touched it a yard.
Yeah.
A yard in front of the 50.
So they will do that same thing. I'd go right at it, too, see if you kicked your own man.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'd be doing, too. You're right. It was well done. I mean, I'm not. If I'm Santa Fe Trail, I'm pleased with my execution there.
Yep. All right, here we go. Don't expect this one to go too deep.
A mad scramble.
And there it is.
Offside.
That time he got it right.
Penalty flag on the play.
You're offside.
Well, now, is that an automatic call? He blew the whistle before.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just going to move it back 5 yards, and they'll try it again.
You know, you would think, since there was no snap, I don't know what the rule is in high school anymore. So many.
Actually, he's doing a pretty good job on the onside.
Yeah, he is. Taking
keeping
it
it
right
in play
down.
for his kids.
And you can tell he's going right at the 10-yard mark. He's not trying to get anything further than that. So here we go again. And another offside. Let's just move him back again.
Yeah, and a penalty.
And another flag there.
Got a lot of laundry on the field.
Offside and a late hit out there, probably.
Yeah, I think that was the call. This should move him back quite a bit.
That is right. One's a dead ball foul. One's the 5 yard for offside. That would be. You would think it'd be 20 yards.
Yeah, you would think.
Personal foul,
However,
15,
high school officials, you never know.
No.
Personal foul. There we go.
Looks like we have 2 penalties on the play.
5.
A personal foul.
Can you get a safety on a kickoff?
I can tell you right now, those offside calls are probably every one of them was They just made sure. I mean, it was probably legit, but they were going to watch everything on these.
And this time going the other way.
I think you got it that time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's our ball.
Yeah.
Pointing our way. That was close, though.
Yeah, it was. It was
Very.
real close. I missed it. I missed the replay.
We didn't have a good angle. Let's know if we can see.
Yeah, we didn't have. Heck, we had all the angle down here earlier, but
Yeah.
after the penalty.
So that's a short field again. That's at the 25.
Yeah. Run the clock out.
Yeah.
Just run the clock out. Protect the ball.
How many timeouts do they have left?
They got 2. No, wait.
They
got
have
one.
One?
They have one.
Okay. $129. This last couple of minutes of games taking a lot of time, a lot more than 2 minutes.
Yep.
Cooley takes the snap, going to give. Rush has some room up the middle.
In the
He
end
could
zone.
take it. Oh, he gets it down to the 10, inside the 10, around the 5.
Thought he was going to bust that one.
I did too.
Riken gets a nice sprint of about 15 yards. Cause can afford to just run the clock out.
Here it is again on replay. Great alley inside, and then he made a little cut, picked up another 10.
All right, first and goal play. Looks like it's just victory formation here for the Cause. Gonna take the snap.
That's what I'd say.
Take
yeah.
a knee. No need to keep stats on that one.
Yep.
Nope.
So, gentlemen, that means
Timeout.
Yeah.
Santa Fe Trail's gonna take their last timeout. Which is fine.
Which means
Next
basically 2 more snaps.
Yeah, 2 more snaps, and then it'll be on to the playoffs next week, which should be a home game. And the last we heard, it was Sabetha ahead of Hiawatha, so it'll be the Blue Jays coming to town next Friday.
Well, we played the Blue Jays a few times in this league.
Yeah, they're always tough kids, well coached.
The year they had that back-to-back state championship teams, I think that was the team we met 2 times, 2 years in a
That's
row.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I just stopped to think, too, the last time we were down here, I think, then Dalton Kellum.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
they had that highlight on the game where he just, instead of running away from the kid, he's running with the ball. He just ran the kid over.
Yeah.
Give him a stiff arm.
Yeah, that made, I can't remember whether it's WIBW, KSMT, one of those 2. It was like the play of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Dalton, if you're listening, we remember.
Yeah.
A lot of good kids have done stuff over the years for us, too. So.
All right, again, second down here. This should be another kneel down. Good snap. So should be 1 more of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that will do it.
And that should be the ball game.
Well, guys, that will wrap it up. So the Cause are going to finish district runner-up in District 3. So any early projections next week on what you're going to see out of this team? Start playoffs.
Gosh, we're going to see a different team on the field, that's for sure, because I think we're going to get at least one of those guys back.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Mr. Ball will be back. We're not going to see Matt Monaghan again.
Well, the thing I like about this game, too, is we had a lot of young kids get some experience out here. And, you know, there's nothing like experience, especially as you head into the playoffs. And unfortunately, we get to host a game and haven't seen anything of Sabetha this year. I just haven't seen film on them. But traditionally, they're just pretty tough and well coached.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look there. So, again, as we wrap this one up, your final score here from Santa Fe Trail, it's the Perry Lecompton Cause 27. Santa Fe Trail Chargers 21, and it was a good ball game for a Friday night, a good way to wrap up the season, we say.
I think we ought to invest in some pine trees for Santa Fe Trail. Plant them about 20 yards right behind us.
Windbreak?
A little bit of a windbreak here would be nice. Holy cow.
It sure
It's
would.
cold up here.
Well, Will Ganser complaining about cold weather over here. Bill, I guess we ought to wrap things up and get out of here. Mark, Armin, thank you again for a great night.
Enjoyed it.
Enjoyable here out here. We will see you next week at home, and it should be the Cause taking on the Blue Jays. Have a good night. Have a safe trip home. Ratman.